shifts are out of town.
We're
so
live.
I wouldn't have to be out.
That's fine.
On it.
Like I said,
That's really fun.
Mags spent the previous night asserting dominance over random people.
Over burly men.
So this new night, some people are probably going to challenge her and probably fail. But, you know.
Cool. Tony's got mad roll skills. We'll figure it out.
That high-pitched keen noise is not the cats, it's Lisa. Because polar bears.
What?
Also Lisa.
There's tears.
Just
Honest to
can't
goodness
handle it
tears.
right now is what's happening. For a cup, anyone? It's peaches. We went to see Antony and Cleopatra last night up in Sanborn, and we did it brown bag. We were kings of the schoolyard style. It was awesome. There was PB&J's.
Very nice.
It was
Can't be schoolyard without PB&J.
It was hecka romantic.
Bears.
No bears.
Stupid. Love it.
Nobody likes you.
Okay, that was the cat.
It's the cat.
Right there. You see, John? Look at that.
I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
yeah,
That.
Right fucking there. No,
It's like, hey,
You were talking to her.
was not.
I guess I need to get my
you
stuff
guys,
out.
you guys see this?
So I brought some dessert wine and dark chocolate covered honey graham crackers with sea salt.
Ooh.
Smell the cork.
Is
So
What does it smell like?
Chocolate.
But specifically, what kind of chocolate?
Chocolate.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to
It does
get?
kind of smell like a Tootsie Roll.
I love it.
I have these cupcakes that have been sitting in the back room of a store for.
Wait, are we all going
3 or 4 days.
At
I
least
will-
they haven't
I
been
will-
sitting in your car.
I will offer you a bite if you so dare.
I'm okay, thanks.
But I have tomorrow off, so if I have issues, I've got a day to recover.
yes.
But that's why I wanted to warn you before I was like, "Come on and join me on the poop train."
Mm-hmm.
So if you would like to tempt fate, I will offer you a
So
piece.
if you have to sit on the ivory throne,
Yeah. Yeah, you know why.
yes.
And I warned you. You have been warned.
That's one of my favorite way to call it. My uncle, when he was out drinking, called it the big white telephone.
I gotta make a call.
Yep.
We're doing this right now. Okay.
Because, yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm off tomorrow, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I'm part of it.
No.
He makes a good feeble
There's a small
attempt.
paw, just.
Good luck, Cat.
Like, no. No.
Don't make me.
Coffee urn.
I have to take Deanna to
I ran
Raging
by the
Waters
coffee
tomorrow.
urn when I was trying to grab something.
All day.
And it got me
I'm very sorry. What does all day mean for a kid?
As long as it takes for her dad not to be at our parents' house anymore, because Deanna has decided she doesn't want to be anywhere near her father now.
What happened?
I have no idea. But I was like, Deanna, do you really want to go to Raging Waters tomorrow? Wouldn't you like to go with me to, like, the museum? See
Somewhere
the mummies?
inside.
Right? See the
Isn't it,
mummies
like,
or
free,
something?
like,
No, that was last week.
Oh, okay.
The Rosicrucian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, don't you want to go see, like, the mummies and, like, the cool old Egyptian stuff? Don't you want to do that instead? And she kind of went,
I want to be a normal child.
but...
Dumb.
And Mom goes, she can take you to the art museum. And she's like, Va, you said you'd go with me to the art museum. I'm like, I know more about the art than she does.
True.
I went to school for it.
True.
And yeah, no, she wants to go to Raging Waters tomorrow. And I'm just like, I can't go in the water. Like, I'm going to be dead in the sun.
Gonna
Yeah.
burn
Lots
like
of
me.
sunscreen
I'm going to bring my
and
parasol.
parasols.
We've
Yes.
went to aqua parks before.
I used to I like water. I
Yes.
like being in water.
I've
Water
seen
makes me
small screaming children in water.
Yeah.
Water makes me feel so good.
That's not water. That's urine
But-
and bleach.
I'd go with my pals. Bunch of super white bread Canadian dudes. And it was like lobster season coming out.
I wish
Gleaming
I
in the
could have been
sunshine.
the dork that drew stuff in your skin.
In your suntan lotion.
Suntan
I imagine the scene where Gandalf comes down on the Rohirrim and it's just blazing white.
Yep.
Great.
See 4 dudes coming out of the horizon and they pat each other on the back like, oh, don't do that, man.
Yeah, I have an open wound that can't get wet, so I'm like, I can't go in the water with you. Like, you're gonna have to go all by yourself, kid. She's just
Dickhead's
like,
out front.
why not?
Some
And I'm
scatter,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to explain to her
Why do you have an open wound?
Because my body rejects my skin.
She's had it for a bit to think.
Oh, I forgot about
It'll heal and then be like, nah, I'm just joking.
It's just what it does.
I'll be good for like a month, and it'll be like, let's do this again. So, and the dermatologist is just like,
Sorry.
here's some ointment, and I'm like, don't put it if it's open. Don't put it on it.
But that's the problem.
Right. Seems
What
like,
good does this do me?
Yeah.
what do I do?
So-
do I just like slather myself in ointment everywhere but the wound?
Pet the kitties.
hear it.
Oh,
It's okay. It was just
I
a
hear their bleeding calls.
I
That
was
one's out
feeling
there
you
with that
one.
because
Wanna
this
go?
week
Yeah, there you go.
my back was a son of a bitch like all week.
It was
like
doing
it's
its
a
thing.
little bit better this weekend. Like this week I was like, and
I think I'm
everybody.
getting an ear infection.
oh God, those suck.
suck.
Feels like something
all
stabbing in your
the
ear.
Younger employees were laughing at us.
It feels like I have
'cause
swimmer's ear.
myself, and Naomi.
Oh, okay, so you're not
Like, she's my office.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like I'm getting
Uh-huh.
stabbed in the head yet.
And
I hope it
she's
does not
just
end up feeling that
fantastic. We're
way.
both
I
the
do
same
also. I
age.
got
We're almost like
to be
birthday twins.
specific,
Like her
Jared
birthday's 2
got
days
me because
before
I
mine.
got
Oh, nice.
And it's like,
like the drops you can put in your ear.
my back
Yeah.
was going out and her
Like
hip
they're
was
helping.
going out. And,
So I
you
don't
know,
know.
our communications officer was like, look at the old people just
Really?
walking to the
I had that
printer,
same-
Would help.
just like limping
It was
around.
annoying.
I'm like walking around, like stretching my back. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, this is what you have to look forward to. Wait a few years.
and it keeps kind of coming and going. Like it's bad. It gets bad at night,
Mhm.
and then in the morning, and then it's like when you have a stuffy nose, when you have a cold, where like you're fine all day, and then suddenly you're like, oh, I wanted to sleep, and now I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Only it's my ear,
Yeah.
and it just kind of feels. Yeah, it feels like there's water in my ear, but there,
They're
It's
sure, yeah.
like it just like the pressure just feels
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like I pop my ears and they'll do it, but then it just goes right back to feeling like that.
When I get that, I get the urge to yawn like constantly
Mhm.
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
that's the natural ear
It's how
popper.
Yeah.
So if you're
Damn it! Can't even talk about it around me.
Right, it is. I'm that
Well,
good.
The thing, like,
This is strange.
what kind of cupcake is that? Bacon? on
There's
top?
bacon on top.
Ah,
What's
yeah.
the cake? What's the
Is it a good
The frosting
strange?
is buttercream.
Is it a good strange or is it a dubious strange?
Well,
Is it
the
bacon
frosting-
maple? Or just bacon?
I think it's maple,
frost?
but
There you go.
the cream,
Bacon tree blood.
her cream
It's good cream.
is the bomb. 'Cause that's what's up. Is that what she said?
Yeah, very much so.
Yep, it is.
No, I don't know.
So my notes say, teach me butt stuff, Shannon.
Ah, there you go.
Yep.
Cockasur versus Cockasar. Legendary versus
Cockadon.
Sombra butt
I
stuff.
cook it down. too.
Oh, Cockadon, I don't have that.
If you
Well,
throw
cockadon.
if you throw a G on that, it's cockadon.
Cockadon.
I heard a great one last night. Busier than a cock with 3 dicks.
There you go.
What? So it looks like it looks like a trident.
There it is.
It's a quintuplepod.
It's like a.
A quintupod.
It's like
That makes sense.
Just
yeah, cock with 3 dicks makes you think of cock with like
One of
3
my
smaller dicks, like on the tip.
Yeah, because 3
It
and
would
then
be
2.
quadruplet. Or
I
Well,
think
because it's
I
got
think
2
it's
legs plus the 3 dicks.
Yeah.
So it's,
oh,
I think like a
Like an
rooster
actual
cock.
rooster.
a rooster with 3 dicks.
Yes.
Busier than a rooster with 3
that,
dicks.
Yes.
that makes
One
only
of my
slightly
favorite
more
breeds-
sense than
Right.
before.
This has merit.
I got this. I
One
got
of my
it.
favorite
I accept
breeds
your
is
premise.
unfortunately not dick related, but it's easier than a one-leg man in an ass-kicking contest.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good one. Yeah.
That's, you know, I
Shame.
never tire of that one.
What happened?
He put his paws on it and was thinking, or
No, he's giving this
Pulling
smoldering
the-
look.
the fibers, and I said, "Hey," and he goes,
You know what you did.
he pouts. He's a pouty little bitch. All right.
And I want to touch him. But I will refrain. No.
So I did a thing
You did a thing.
and bought.
You just put a booger on me. I know your tricks.
Like this.
I know your booger loving ways.
Sorry. So this actually has to be like this because
For
we
real?
can't hear you
Ah!
over this.
Oh, there it is.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
Wait, was that actually happening like this whole time? We just didn't know.
Well, so I
Yeah.
went and watched last week's episode, and John.
I
This
put
can
a.
just be used for.
No,
that's
it's
not-
really.
Well,
I couldn't
fine.
hear John over the paper
Mm.
because it was right in front of
always
him.
been like that?
No, because John isn't always behind the paper. Tony talks over his folders.
No, I know, but I mean, like for the whole Masquerade game, because John pretty much always has
Yeah,
that
yeah.
thing up.
Yeah,
That
and
they
so I
usually have
keep
it-
moving it closer to Sally because we can never hear Sally. But then I was like, oh, we actually have to move closer to John too, because he's talking over this thing, and I can't. The microphone isn't picking up to the folder.
Set the paper on the side.
I had a. Actually, I'll be honest, John. For my games and stuff, I do
Mhm.
try and keep like the screen off to the side or what have
Yeah,
you.
it seems like it would be a good
That's-
preposition.
That's old DM 10. That's old DM 101 stuff where they're like, don't have the screen in front of you so you can engage and move on, you know, all that goofy crap. For
So,
playing
yes,
pretend with your
there
friends.
was not vampire related, but there was a bunch of cells and stuff, and I bought a slew of Warhammer fantasy crap,
Oh, God.
and on the off chance that one day it will see some play, maybe in 5 years from now.
I see a face.
But
Is this,
No, this is
oh,
a
that's
good
not a
thing.
reaction face?
No, no.
Okay.
I was just wondering if you realized that that's the role-playing game and not the miniatures.
yeah,
Mm.
there's a role playing game.
See, I like both
Mm-hmm.
because if you bought the miniatures, then we get miniatures.
Right.
But if it was a role playing game, then that's a fascinating beast. for
Yeah,
us to
It
undertake.
is a fascinating beast.
I get those
I
books in
used
all
to
the
play
time.
like the first version in the early
the board game
90s.
ones or the RPG ones.
Both.
Mm.
It's fun. It's just
We got
it's a
one the
fun
other day that
system.
it was a whole book about like how to paint your figures. It's just like
I
fucking
knew that.
nerds.
It's
fucking nerds.
right.
I just asked him because he
I don't know about
seriously
this
knows that
cupcake,
stuff.
but it's probably because it's 4 days old.
So
If it
Well, I
wasn't,
mean, you already ate most of
when
it.
you were
Was it-
talking
was it
about
4 days old,
spending
it would've been
$60
delicious.
on
I mean, it tastes like bacon and
gel pens,
stuff.
Is it
You're in the
kinda
right
dry now?
house.
It-
we're
it's dry
spending
now?
money on
It-
things
it
that we have to
fused
justify
with the
spending
wrap.
money for. Like, I don't know if we're ever going to play this, but I kind of want it. So
Oh, but I use my
Flavor.
gel pens.
Yeah, you would. You would. And I'm reading the shit out of these things. So
So far, I know I'm playing a wood elf.
it is.
Wait, is it Warhammer or Warhammer 40k?
It's Warhammer. It's fantasy.
Oh. Oh.
It's
Weird.
third edition of the old system I used to play, like probably like around like 92 or 93.
We need to play 5th edition so we can play a game made this decade.
Right. Well, this one is new.
Who needs to do
Ish.
that?
Right?
It was made around like 2010. So
No,
it's not,
this version of
Yes.
Warhammer Fantasy is new.
Speaking of old ass shit, that's awesome. D&D with Porn Stars,
Mhm.
one of his latest posts is about him reading an old pre-made dungeon. And he does it like conversationally where he's talking, where it's presenting itself to him.
Right.
And the whole time it just hear Dr. Orpheus, a bugbear! Okay. To a were-tiger. Really? Not some old crona. He's the most vicious. And you're like, yes! Yes!
Do not go in there.
No! I have a bell for lunch.
Today, somebody sold us like it's a box of like I don't remember if it was Dungeons and Dragons or it was AD&D, but just a box of like dungeon layouts.
There it
We were
is.
You
just
pick
like-
those fuckers up?
I didn't buy them. I mean, I bought them for the store.
Oh,
I purchased them for
Just threw them right
myself.
in your box.
Right?
But
Well,
Hmm.
that would
I bought
require
them.
DMs.
Yeah, it was just like
One of us should preserve this.
Hey, pause off that thing.
Maybe I should go over there and just buy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Because this was.
That'd be hot.
I know. I'm getting a little
Ladies
bit
with,
hot. and
ladies
bothered
with dungeon
right now.
tiles. This was up.
Yep. Late nights in basements, pulling out graph paper, making dungeon layout.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
I
dude-
totally did that.
it wasn't today. It was last night. This dude, fucking nerd, man. Decently attractive nerd, but still nerd.
But just emanated that.
He brought in 9
Actually-
boxes
So was he a fuckable nerd?
on the after a few drinks, probably.
After
Yeah.
some conditioning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he brought in 9 boxes. Of those 9 boxes, like 2.5 were just like game guides for video games.
Oh wow.
Boo.
Yeah,
Dude, I
like
wish you told me that like 6 years ago.
right. And it was like it was like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, and there was like a Pokemon one in there, and like a couple other ones. I was like, oh. Yeah. And then there was like 2 boxes of manga, a lot of Bleach. I was like, ooh.
What are thems?
And then like D&D stuff, and then just like random shit in another box. And I was just like, can't get a read on you, bro.
I know you. I know your genus. I just don't know your stripes.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I know your subtype.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
He came in, he had a backpack. Like, I was just like, what's in your backpack, bro? All your shit's here.
His character sheets. His
Right?
Yeah.
dice.
I know
His
somebody who
wouldn't
brings
build
their
the
magic decks in the
You
backpack.
gotta be ready.
I've got a
yeah,
tote.
I've
I
got-
didn't go.
Yeah,
I didn't graduate
we
to
get
backpack.
magic decks in every once in a while. And everyone's like, hey, Megan, I'm like, I know this much about Magic. Just because I mentioned that I played Magic like a couple times.
You want to see my
Person.
deck? That's all I know about Magic. Shut the fuck up.
Basically, yeah. Whenever it's like, when Magic stuff comes in, or like, sometimes we'll get Pokemon cards. Like, man, you like Pokemon? I'm like, yeah, I like Pokemon. I don't
Do
know
you
anything.
know how to do
about-
lookup on Magic cards though, right?
Yeah, no, I do.
Fireball, you're good. You
Yeah, but we're not going to fucking take the time to do that.
Mhm.
We're just like, oh, look, a deck of Magic cards. Bundle it up. It's $5. Like, we don't care.
Okay, I need to go over there.
That's
right now.
right.
What the hell?
Dude.
This probably just all this rare shit. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty loud.
No, that's how
what
exciting
you
it is.
mean.
We get like we get those in sometimes. We get Magic cards, and sometimes we get like people will just bring in like random like binders of trading cards, and we're like, we don't know what we're supposed to do. with these guys. Like all those Star
Wow.
Trek ones that I gave to Amanda.
Oh, dude.
Thank you.
Penny Arcade. Their
Is that
latest,
good
latest
thank
like
you or a bad
podcast where they
thank
do the
I'm sorry.
where they
Okay.
make the strip.
Mhm.
She loves
They're
a
talking
good
about
wine.
Comic-Con because
One
it
more
was their
thing in her
Comic-Con
room.
strip.
Right.
And he was like, apparently
That's okay. They went
for like
Sailor Moon
several
cards.
years, they would walk from their booth to the bathroom, and there was a booth called Mark's Not Sports Cards, or Mark's Non-Sports Cards, or something like that. And,
Yeah.
and finally, for years they had dreamed of going over there and be like, "Could I talk to Mark? Hey, you got any sports cards?" You know, just trolling. And finally, one year they got up the nerve to send someone to do it and have someone else film it, and it went exactly like they had predicted. It was, "Hey, Mark? Yeah, Mark. Yeah, do you have like a Ken Griffey rookie some or other?"
Mhm.
And he was incensed. He was like, "No, I don't." And I was, "Oh, sorry about it. Yeah, okay. Do you have any like hockey cards?" No, sports cards. Don't. I
What
was
part
like,
of this sign don't you understand?
you can apparently you can read RBIs and whatever and base hits, but you can't read the sign. You can't read the sign.
That's
But we got-
hilarious.
I told you about the counter dice that we got in, right? And I had like a
And you're
super nerd moment.
Actually,
Because my was like, are those
actually,
D&D dice?
yes.
I was like,
Whoa,
no.
whoa, bro, whoa. Check the pips. Check the pips. Oh,
is
God.
that tape on my glasses suddenly? What?
It's like, actually, can you use them for D&D because they're not randomized?
Excuse me, I need to push my pants
Right.
down. They're up
They're
against my
designed for
nipples.
counting your lifetime when you're playing Magic.
There it is.
I'm like,
There it is.
my coworker Adam just sort of looked at me and I was like, what? Don't. Don't start with me, Adam.
It's the full moon.
Right, so
I change on the full moon.
my teeth
just
grow
like
a
we're
little
geek.
longer.
We're geek.
My lisp.
My braces magically grow back.
Right.
They sunk into my teeth, and every once in a while they
Yeah.
sprout.
Like
My
vampire
voice
fangs,
do
except
this.
dorkier.
My voice crackles upon
I get my retainer lift back.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one with the comic books?
Oh, look away! I feel the pimples.
You're like, don't start with me, Adam.
I
the rest
kind
of
of
them
don't
are
want to go
fucking
back
comic
to
book
that
nerds, right?
part of
Yeah.
my life.
Well, not all of them.
Never
Joseph
had
is
braces.
a comic book nerd.
I didn't
Here,
either, but I had like horrible
Got
Got
sickness
the
such a
like
monstrous
happy
cat.
like
guy.
bottle opening thing. And braces.
I think it's cute.
I have Bugs Bunny front teeth, so if they straighten my teeth, I'd have a gap big enough to stick my pinky through. It's just easier.
But your
My gap is
pinky's the
slightly
size
weird.
of like a toothpick. 2 toothpicks. I'm pinky shaming you. Deal with it.
Wow.
That's the face of shame.
Your reaction should be shame this.
Right?
Come on. Why do I gotta tell you how to flip shit at me? Come on. This should be easier.
Just poke through your ribs later.
No. That's not the same.
You
That's
just,
why I have claws.
It was funnier though. I mean,
that's
You
how,
get right
You'll
between.
draw blood though. They're too sharp because
that's
they're
how,
narrow. Ah.
that's how you know that Lisa's
Narrow
fearless, because this man
this.
just ate a 4-day-old muffin.
Right.
She's still gonna risk poking him in the ribs.
Right. You're gonna get contact salmonella.
Today I was doing a buy and I went to check a DVD. And we have to like look and make sure they're not scratched and stuff. And
This porn.
no, I freaked out. My one of our managers who was on the buy counter with me because I like screamed and threw it because I picked up. So I opened the DVD. Everything looks fine. The case. I opened the case. Everything was fine. It's one of those DVDs where it's like both sides.
Oh,
Yeah.
those guys,
Yeah,
one of
you
those
gotta
like
be
early
oh, watch out,
2000s.
Was it one of those ones with the little plastic tab that folds over?
no, it's like literally
No,
two-sided.
The two-sided DVDs.
The disc is two-sided.
Yeah. So I look at that side, it's fine. You know, I pop the middle, go to pull the DVD out. I turn it over. A spider had gotten under the DVD,
Nice.
made a web, and then realized that it had made a terrible mistake and died. So there was just a dead spider in a web underneath the DVD in the case, and I had like a
Yeah.
and Larry was just like, what happened? I was like,
Look at it. Fucking look at it coming up.
I
Yeah.
know, appropriate reaction.
he like looked at it, he was like, ugh, and he just like took it and like wiped it on the counter and then put the DVD back in the thing. And I was like,
We eat off that counter, guys.
I'm not buying that.
Gross. At least could have flushed it down the toilet.
We are dead already.
Somebody didn't check their DVD.
You don't wanna send a-
We're going to pawn them off.
You don't want to send a spider to fish heaven. That's not right.
Right.
That's not nice to fishes.
I might eat it.
Yeah, I was about to say, actually, maybe not.
No, the fish would eat it, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're all right.
No, it's just a fish eating.
I'm
That's
just-
fucked
I'm
up for the
just-
spider then.
Yeah, I'm just feeding them.
Because
Feeding the
in
fish.
America, we don't have those. I'm sure they exist in like Australia or Borneo.
Everything terrifying lives there.
Yeah. Australia is where nature
Borneo is
hates
like
you.
entirely rainforest. All sorts of weird, giant abomination shit live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason that the Great Barrier Reef is so pretty. It's like a human trap. You go in there and then you'll die within seconds from like the hundreds of poisonous species, just like
And the invisible
Looking around.
jellyfish.
that can kill you in 5 minutes.
What, box
Yeah.
jellyfish?
Mm-hmm.
Irukandi.
Right. That's a story about jellyfish, and that was not a box jellyfish. That was just a regular old jellyfish.
You could probably make money doing that.
A diver was getting ready for a dive,
On
like in
YouTube.
the wet room.
There it
They
is.
pulled on their suit, and then they went for the dive, and then had the most ungodly pain on their backside. And it's like, Jesus, like my butt hurts, right? Like it's just like it stings like a son of a bitch. And
Was
you
there a
know,
jellyfish in his wetsuit?
yes.
Ah.
The jellyfish crawled into his wetsuit and he just like pulled it on. So he said that when he pulled it out, like he his entire butt crack was a gigantic rash now because of this jellyfish.
That's what she said.
Jellyfish man. Not
It was like,
cool.
well, and the blog post he used for that, it was like, that one time I unintentionally fucked jellyfish.
I think got
So-
butt fucked by a
Yeah,
jellyfish.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So,
Speaking of butt stuff, Shadow Man has a new roommate.
yeah.
The eccentric has
Yes.
taken a young boy under his study. This is the best.
That's right.
Whatever you do
I'm
in
Willy
your
fucking
private
Wonka.
chambers is.
Or rather, Wonka fucking Willy. But
I mean, I'm the first person to be like, yo, if you want to take someone into your chamber, go ahead. I understand, but make sure they're willing first.
Yeah, just
Right.
just don't give me the details.
Also, I
seem
found
pretty
out
willing.
that I was
I'm okay
getting
with
it wrong.
details.
It's not true.
Yeah, tell my Spanish all the details.
oh shit!
Take
I
it
was eating the wrong yogurt.
Oh, you've been eating the-
time.
I can see
What was
Griggy
it?
like having a fit about that. It's like so
How did I
angry.
get
Right.
this wrong? No,
It's
'cause
like
it's,
one of the people like on
Yeah.
the near like the
God.
warehouses suddenly just like see this batch of yogurt like in the
Just sitting there.
garbage.
just like sitting in the sun.
It's like, what?
Suddenly their
Who
stock
threw away
drops
that
just
much?
a little bit, and they can't understand why.
That's pretty
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
Oikos yogurt that Uncle Jesse.
That's what's up. Ridiculous.
Yes, so now you have an understudy. I assume that the following week, poor Eric Marshall has to answer to a bunch of phone calls saying, no, my name is not Shadow Man. I'm sorry, I don't know anything about butt
What's
stuff. No, I can't teach you. The whole time. Like, who? What?
I would love if he deadpanned it all the time. That would just be awesome.
Yes, this is me. No, I am not the Shadow Man, and no, I know nothing about butt stuff.
See, I can't even think about doing what I'm laughing.
This somber fucking no.
Yeah, no. I don't know the first thing about butt stuff. No.
I
No,
can refer
cannot
you to
teach
someone who can.
Actually,
I have
yeah.
a phone number for you if you'd really like.
Like super monotone.
Just resign. Yeah.
Eventually just goes along with it. Yes, this is Butt Stuff Shadow Man's residence. What can I do for you?
How much butt do you need stuff for?
Business cards. Shadow Man. Butt stuff taught.
Butt Stuff
It's black with
specialist.
white lettering.
We know butt stuff.
Yes. Yes.
That's their slogan. We know butt stuff.
Shadow Man Inc.
There's
In
like
like that like swishy font with an exclamation point and like underline.
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a horrible billboard where like his head has been photoshopped into a dude doing thumbs up, so it's like a super dour face.
I'm not just the president. I'm a client.
It's a labor of love.
So it's now Monday, right? Because 2 days passed last time.
Oh,
It is
that's
Monday.
nice.
It is Monday.
Go hang out with all the goths and
Yes.
steampunks.
You awake once again. Blood point and willpower, as usual.
Damn it! I took out my book, but not sheet. What are you doing?
I have no idea what you're doing.
Cocaine.
Yeah. Well, now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice.
The
Not
thing
butt
about
stuff. Shadow Man don't know shit about it. Cool.
He's been lied to.
It's false advertising, sir.
Amanda and I tallied up our receipts from our trip today. And I had to look at her and be like, at least it's not on cocaine.
Right, there it is.
What?
We won tickets to the J-Pop Summit in San Francisco. But as we were on our way up there, we were like, let's stop and have a crepe for breakfast, and then we'll go. And so we were looking up, like, what parking was going to be like. And they're like, all right, well, reserve a spot at the parking lot. The parking lot is 1.5 miles away, and it's $40-some to park here. And we were like,
Because the city.
fuck that noise. We stayed in Japantown. We just chopping.
which cost you way more than $40.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's stuff you can keep as opposed to just going somewhere.
Instead of
and
watching
then
a
it's
bunch
gone.
of skinny bitches running around in their new fashion, we were happy. So
Hell yeah.
So I
I'm gonna
had
borrow
I
your pet.
completely approve of shopping.
Soba. We got lots of new pens.
Thank
I
you.
bought lots
Okay,
of new
so
stickers.
I need
Just
more
pen
points.
Exactly.
I need to nom a thing.
You go with Bert at Death Guild. Or do you go somewhere else?
I pull 4 blood points.
If
Yeah.
I go there, I'm going completely incognito and not as my usual persona.
Am I not allowed to talk to you?
You can talk to me, just don't call me Area or Prince.
She doesn't want to be
Yes,
seen at Death Guild.
mistress.
I don't think
Lady.
it's you with the problem. It's everybody else at Death Guild. I love that we can speak from experience.
They might-
now.
they
We
might
did
think we're
research for
laughing.
this game.
Probably.
I'm not sure
Just-
that's
that's
better.
exactly what happens in character.
It's like,
Maybe not.
so the previous night, you met a couple outsiders. You know, have an
Actually,
extra
I just have the eraser.
resource to
You can
your
use the
court.
eraser on this one.
Down one.
It's a huge eraser.
Oh my god.
It keeps going.
Ew.
Yeah, you put it back in.
That's obscene.
It retracts.
Oh, that's
There you go.
that seems uncomfortable.
It's a thing.
It retracts.
Seems good for protection.
It
All
like it
sheathes.
hides it. Yeah.
Yeah, they like turtles in.
Although the rotating, I guess you could use that.
That's nice.
I'm pretty sure it could be a movie.
Yeah. Some extra special
It's like a-
functions
My drill will
there.
pierce your vagina.
It's like a duck penis.
Ah.
What? It's a Gurren Lagann reference.
That's how duck
She went duck
penises
penis.
work.
That's gross.
They corkscrew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Turtle.
that fans out.
It's like a spade.
Yeah, it fans out.
Devil tail.
Really
It's gross.
weird.
Why are we talking about the penises of other creatures?
Dork is
now?
not actually. That's a.
Because we're always
That's a,
talking
that's
about
a myth that it's
Yeah.
for a whale penis.
Uh,
It actually just means penis.
I didn't even know that
regardless,
Sure.
turtle
Whale's
penises
penis.
were like.
an average
Yes,
whale's
they're
penis.
fantastic.
Well,
How do you know that?
There you go.
You watch a lot of
Like-
Discovery Channel.
Are you
They're
kidding
like
me? I'm a
5 feet long.
penis scholar.
So I'm tall.
Oh, you're as tall.
Okay,
As, I was
excuse
like, they tend to be
me.
a bit skinnier. Like narrow.
I'm sorry, I
You're
forgot
not
about your
narrow.
doctorate in penis studies.
You have
That's correct.
curves.
Oh, thank you, Tony.
I was like, Tony, stop.
That's why I went up here. Yeah.
Did you guys study at the
So-
same university?
Yes.
He has a doctorate in penis studies.
Tony
You
and
have
I
a doctorate
were-
in penis studies.
We're buddies in penis studies.
It's an art.
We're both penis scholars.
Helps to have one, I suppose.
Yeah.
It's not a prerequisite.
Like I said, it helps. Anyway,
Some of the ladies were much more in. Some of them were cockasuars.
That's just the art side of it.
Call back.
Way to bring it full circle, Tony.
Yes, I did, like a round penis. But not like a
Dicks.
penis. That would hurt.
Yeah, we just gotta get it all out, okay? So then we can play after.
Right.
We gotta all that out.
Never stop. Like an avalanche. Like an avalanche of dicks.
That's a
Avalanche.
terrifying idea. I have the mental image.
I don't like
It
that.
was just pink and purple.
Did you ever see the movie
It's really
40 Days,
weird.
40 Nights with Josh Hartnett?
No.
He like gives up sex for Lent,
Oh.
and like towards the end of it, he started to like hallucinate blue oceans. I imagine that's what it's like, but with dick avalanches.
Yep.
And they find themselves along the blue hills.
No,
That's glorious.
it's more like in the Last Unicorn where all
All
the
the unicorns
unicorns
are coming out of the.
yeah, but just out of the foam of the waves.
It's all penises.
Yeah, like
Great.
salmon
Great rising dawns. Yes, like salmon.
flopping upstream. Exactly,
Yep.
making lots of squishy noises.
Oh,
You're
Okay,
welcome.
so can I go nom somebody?
Yeah, you can.
Like dropping melons on top of each other.
I do not.
Ah.
I don't. Yeah, I don't officially have one on here.
All right. So where do you go?
Thought you were coming to Death Guild with me.
Who said that I was actually going?
But you was there. I was like, we would be laughing. It would be hilarious.
I go to the field.
Thank you, Killjoy. That's the Kilroy. You was there. That's his recent joke to us. To me, not to you. Never mind.
I was like, why are you bringing sticks?
What's that? No, never mind.
What are you bringing up? Like, out of character. What are you doing?
Kilroy was here. It's the World War II graffiti.
Oh.
That's what the Styx album is named after.
Yeah.
Those weird drawings that were popping up left and right. Bert probably was the one drawing them.
Did it.
It was Bert.
It was Bert.
It was during his impressionist stage.
Nice. I guess I'll just go somewhere, I don't know, upscale-ish, like club-ish.
All right.
Since I don't have my own right now.
Okay. All right.
I have all the disciplines.
Since you're in unfamiliar grounds,
Are you going to need a New Haven?
Yeah, I forgot to go apartment hunting. I'll do that this week probably, or before next game.
I'll offer you one.
I mean, in theory, nah.
It's the whole top floor of the Kabuki Hotel.
I need certain energies to be present, sort of thing. You
What
know.
you need?
Yeah, appreciate it.
1, 2, 3, 2.
You're getting 6 points back.
Anyone else go hunting?
Oh, I've got a whole herd at home, so I'm
I don't
good.
really need to yet.
Cool.
Wait, herd lets you have how many points per? Is it points per night? Points per week, or what is that?
I'm not sure.
And basically, I hadn't crossed the point where I was using my
I've got 4
employees
points of herd.
as
Yeah,
All the herd.
because you
I'm
got a
not
team
sure I
of
want
bitches.
to either. But before I had to start moving to another location, I was actually assuming that I was getting it from the nightclubs that's right there. And I'm fairly familiar with the clientele.
Yep.
But since this is currently
We made
closed,
that joke about.
then I
We
gotta
made that
go.
joke in WoW.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
so you gotta go out of
We're
here.
like, I like
That's why I had
Pandaren
you
cuisine,
roll.
but
Yeah,
I
at
just
least
want more,
until
like an hour
things
later.
get established in my
There's
name.
always a lot of it. They eat like crazy, but like it's
Okay,
ridiculous.
so, yeah,
Wonder if all the
I'm-
grease they use to fry
If
things.
somebody
out.
has a book, we can figure out how much herd
Oh, I gotcha.
gives you back. I've got that right here.
Bless you.
Thank you. You heard? All right.
Hey-o.
Is that pretending not to be plugged in again?
Heard. You built a group of one kinky club doors.
Is what pretending not to be
My phone. Oh, I guess he's already got it.
Your herd rating adds dice to your rolls for hunting.
Well, there you go.
See chapter 6 for further details. So 1 dot is 3 dudes, 2 dots is 7 dudes, and 3 is 15, 4 is 30,
Yeah, you got 30 people.
5 is 60.
And the herd is willing to, so.
Yeah, yep.
All right.
Yeah, I get mine from at home.
You get back 8.
I only need the 1, so we're good.
Oh, there you go.
Well, I can't actually drink from them because I'd poison them, so...
You have to get them to cut themselves first.
You have to get them on tap, basically.
It adds to the whole Egyptian ritual.
Yep.
Gotta present it to me in a chalice. It's great.
Yep. Just drink it.
It's nice. It's a whole thing.
Okay, so Bert is at Death Guild. Area went to hunt. Anybody else taking care of any sort of business before you roll out and assemble for the night?
I think we're just taking care of business. Oh, I'm planning a grand opening.
All right. Start planning with that.
Gotta send out some invites to some...
Tabitha is helping you with the planning.
Oh, okay. After I'm done with that, I gotta do something with Kim Lawrence, I guess. I need to get in touch with her. She's gonna be the potential. Well, first
that's
of all,
that chick with the bubble gum?
No, that was Kaylee.
Kaylee.
Kim Lawrence is the
Potential
human
replacement
sheriff,
for the sheriff.
Human sheriff replacement. because
right.
I have just I've
Speaking
just
of
released
which,
blackmail about.
do
original
any of
draft.
you at any point keep track of like mortal news in any sort of fashion?
I do.
Like, do you actually care about what's
Yes.
happening in the mortal world?
Bert is sort of like a 13-year-old boy. Like if it shows up on the internet or like if it's big enough, yeah, sort of. But
Right.
and
if
then
it's not cartoons,
yeah, like sort of, yeah.
Or
I-
porn.
I don't have my
it's
hand
13,
on the
it's
pulse.
old enough for that.
Yeah. I find
Yeah.
it fascinating.
if it's not
The different trends through the years.
Well, I host an array of politicians, so I got to keep up with my politics.
Sure. Okay. I'm not assuming that Grigia cares that much what's going on.
Does anyone
She
want the
doesn't
hunting
care a
rule?
whole lot, but she still watches the news sometimes.
Okay.
Full House doesn't run all the time.
Right? When
Right.
it's on right before Full House,
Or
when
right
you're
after,
watching it on
you're
like
just like, eh.
KPIX 5. So.
Right.
those
Anyone want the
of
hunting thing?
that?
Do you want the hunting thing real quick or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
For each hour the vampire spends searching for human prey, allow the player to make a perception roll against difficulty based on the area in which they hunt. So 4 for the slums, 5 for low income, business district 6, warehouse district 6, suburb 7, heavily patrolled area 8. And successes on this roll indicate that the vampire has found. Oh, that's a lot. Let's see here. Man appropriate. Just 1 dice worth of blood points. Okay, when you get a
Wow.
success.
Wow.
Is that what we've been doing?
That's what we've been doing. Yeah, success on
sorry.
this roll. Yeah.
We just kind
Failure
we can't do
indicates
different
that
things,
no,
but-
while a botch indicates complication.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
You get busted by the cops.
yeah, if you catch prey, but it currently has fewer blood points in her body, which should be weird. Fame background. Fame background adds reduces difficulties of hunting by 1 per dot to a minimum of 3.
It does.
While
Yeah.
the herd background adds 1 die per dot in the background.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Well, the herd background
Right.
adds 1 die per dot in that.
Right.
However, storytellers may increase hunting difficulties for particularly inhuman vampires.
Oh,
Nosferatu,
okay.
Gangrel,
People want to be
Humanity
around
Squash
me.
Gloves.
Yeah. They're cool with whatever you want to do to them. That's why fame increases it, because they're like, oh, you.
Mysterious CEO wants to bite me on the neck.
I'll
I'm
give you
fine with
my
that.
blood. I'm fine with that.
Will you listen to my mixtape? My band's gonna make it big, and you can help with that. You can get in on the ground floor. Yeah, I'll give you some of the blood.
For those of you who keep abreast of the news that day, there's quite a bit of commotion. There's big headlines going around that the San Francisco sheriff is in hot water. Apparently, a non-disclosed source started to give some material related to some of his wrongdoings. There's like some embezzlement going around in there, and abuse of power shit, and the media is all over it because, let's face it, that's the juicy shit, right? Like corrupt city official, like everybody is all on it like flies on shit. So it's all over publications everywhere. So far, he's declined to make a public statement. So, people are left to wildly speculate. It's not a good day. It's not a good day.
Not for him, anyway.
Nope.
All right.
Area, you have a ton of messages that are less than flattering sent to you.
I ignore him.
All right. You don't pay heed to any of them.
For the time being, I'm going to let that stew.
Mhm.
This is your surprise face.
Right.
Yeah.
Dulce de leche and or peanut butter.
But what are they?
Sandwich
They're little
cookies.
sandwich cookies.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought they were Fig Newtons when I
I
first
know,
saw
that's
them.
what I thought they were too, which I don't like Fig Newtons, so I wanted to ask if I tried to eat them.
I found out eventually.
So yes, those of you watching the news or reading newspapers, it's all over the local news, and it's starting to gain like national attention just because
High profile.
Yeah, high profile. So the nature of the offenses are not known yet. Police is trying to keep a tight lid on it, so they're not revealing everything yet. But journalists are trying to find more, and the police will find itself thoroughly harassed for
More info.
The coming
For
few
verification.
weeks. Yes, the coming few weeks are going to be difficult for San Francisco police.
Interesting.
Especially considering that mishap during the game and the filming recently.
Right?
Yes,
Right.
and I did ask Billy to finish some stuff about that too.
Yes. Area, you see some nutcases, conspiracy theorists
Oh, geez, of course.
flirting very close to the actual truth, where it's just
And that National Enquirer has got his shit together.
all of these things are orchestrated by some sort of shadow government.
I always
and
love
then-
that Men in
The
Black
Illuminati.
line where he's
Right?
like, go checking the hot sheets. He's like, you serious? He's like, you read the Times, they get close sometimes. I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
I probably don't even read those myself,
Yeah.
so I probably don't see it unless one of my other
Oh, yeah,
employees
no.
come up and
They
be like,
filter it.
"Hey, this is here."
They filter it for you.
Some
yeah.
folks in the comment section are being, pretty much considered as nutcases, but they're like, "Oh, these things are connected." Like that recent filming, that wasn't a filming at
You
all.
might actually want to. Well, if it comes to Bert, which it may or may not, we might actually want to investigate some of these people, just because that's kind of his job now, is
Right.
to be like, they might be hunters.
Yeah, one of them is a hunter in disguise.
Oh, no.
Eat them in their sleep.
Yeah, exactly. That's the plan.
His tinfoil hat makes him
Yes.
immune to
Yes, it
dominate.
is.
It's
made
like
out
an
of
old
tinfoil.
artifact.
No, it's yeah. This tinfoil hat was handed down to me by a priest.
It's like a holy artifact. Like it's a conquistador helmet. It just looks like foil.
Right. You're like, what is this dumb? Ow! Fucking hate.
Just like dipped in the blood of a saint.
Right.
Right.
Some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. A bloody McPriesterson sings magic.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's got little notes etched into it.
This actually, I don't think I'm gonna contact anyone right away. I think I'm gonna let it.
And wait
Happen
for some of
for
this
a
shit to
bit.
blow over.
I'm
let
not
them
really gonna
stew.
let it blow over. I'm just gonna.
let it simmer.
Yes.
Let it.
I don't want to cook it too soon.
Sure.
It's not gonna be ready for consumption.
You're gonna wait until they're desperate enough.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
But I will be keeping an eye on how the news is going and how people are taking it.
Grigia, were you going to Death Guild with Bert? Was that the plan?
Yeah.
I think so. She needs to let loose a little bit.
You get somewhat reminded of some of the techno clubs behind the Iron Curtain
Right.
in the 80s.
So with less heroin here.
Less
Slightly.
heroin, more coke.
Slightly less.
Or
Amaris, your grand opening, you get asked what day would you like to do that in. Tom is actually helping with actual logistics. Tabitha's just organizing.
He's been taught so well. What is it, Monday?
Yes.
Yep.
Want to do it on a Saturday. So
Following Saturday.
yeah, following Saturday.
All right. Following Saturday it is.
Right at sundown.
All right.
Have an Indiana Jones thing where you set up a thing right when the sun reaches a certain point, it shines a light through the thing and it's like, we're open.
I don't like that light part though.
Yeah, that would not be up
Right.
Mars's
But
alley.
that's the idea. Like as soon as the sun goes down, that's when everything flips open.
The darkness shines through.
Yeah. Once the light is off of it, it opens up. That makes more sense. Well, but we're underground, so yeah. I'm trying to do the logistics in my head. I'm like, the museum would be open.
Yep.
It's like a museum after hours thing.
Yeah. Well, that's what it looks like to the public.
After hours, after dark.
Yeah. This year's theme is rubies.
Oh, there it is.
Subtle.
Some of your more loyal customers already starting to roll in because they're hearing that there's bustling in there.
There's whispers.
Yes.
Things are
So
happening.
they're checking in to see if
But like I've had some serious blue balls. Let me make sure things are gonna happen
Right.
soon.
Right?
it's been like a week.
I've been having to go to Japan. They don't speak as much English there.
It's expensive.
This shit's expensive, yeah.
And they film everything.
I do. And
Yes.
tell you. You're
And
at
they
least
censor
polite enough
everything.
to not say anything about it.
Right.
From Singapore, it turned out she was a dude.
I mean, she was convincing enough, but she might have been born as a dude, not just, I'm not sure. Was that Archer with ladyboy hookers?
Mhm.
Amanda and I were watching this
I'll double your money if
this
you were born
BBC
women.
show
What
about
was that?
a vicar, and one of the guys was like, "Yeah, I got married in Vietnam when I was in the war. She turned out to be a very nice young man." And they're always like, so yeah, it's a really funny show. I have no idea what it's called, but we finally finished it. We were like, "What are we gonna do?"
Is it about a girl vicar? Or
Yeah,
Oh yeah, the vicar of blah blah blah. I never
Yeah.
remember what the town is.
yeah, I have no
Richard
idea.
Armitage shows up. and they're
Yeah.
not married or whatever.
They don't get married. She never
Aw.
marries anybody. She almost marries someone,
3 days.
but then she has a dream,
Yeah.
and they don't happen.
All right.
She has a dream about getting married, and being
Unless
like,
something happens to me. In which case I will respond appropriately.
For now, there's been nothing but
Stop looking at
angry
your balls,
messages.
here.
You're not sure
Man, you're going to
with
terrible.
how closely he's being watched and monitored. You're not sure if he can do much more than that for now. He's probably not going to take this lying down the whole way through.
No, I suppose not. But it'll be
So-
fun to see what he does.
Right now, he's still in reactive mode.
I feel like the best solution would be for him to get riled up enough that he just reveals himself as exactly what the rumors say, and then took care of himself.
So, in an attempt to push our offensive, I think we need to find anyone that might be associated with this and pay him a visit. Because,
"What is his name?"
because I haven't gotten any phone calls, texts, or anything with any new leads.
Not yet.
Because
too quiet.
we gotta find this. We gotta find this red herring, yo.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this stuff
this-
with the
You don't
mortals is
care.
kind of just like a sideshow.
Well, we gotta keep that locked down
Sure.
so that the masquerade's maintained.
You can actually make phone calls if
What
you
is
so wish
his name?
and try to see
I know
if
where
there's
it's
movement.
My young new charge. Does he come along with me to Death Guild, or is he like?
If you
Follow
ask
up on
him
his
to
studies?
follow, he'll follow.
Well, no, I tell him. I'm
Nice.
I let him know. I'm like, so
Put some hot guy line around
every
that.
week, I have my haunts for I require stores of blood constantly. And tonight, this evening's festivities will include this nightclub that converts to a goth club, if you know what that is. I lay it down to him like, you are welcome to come, and perhaps cultivate your own little following. I don't know how you feel about the hipsters. That will be Wednesday night.
Actually, he looks pretty dead, right? Being tradition and all.
He-
Well, I do remember him mentioning something about the 40s.
yes, so his parents immigrated in the 40s
Mm.
to the U.S. So he doesn't mention when he was embraced. He definitely doesn't look nearly as decrepit as the other Cappadocian you saw.
Well, yeah, he hasn't
Um,
been dead for for a century.
He definitely
or
looks
5 centuries. I almost said I wanted a millennia. but
at this
not quite. I didn't
stage.
get
He looks sickly. Like he's pallid. You know, he has.
He
kind of
totally
like the-
blends in.
you know, if this
you
was
don't even need any corpse paint.
You
or
would be
whatever.
very popular.
yeah, if this was like an 1800 like French novel, it's like that dude's got tuberculosis. He's, gonna
He's
die.
got the consumption.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
consumption.
he's fucking
That's it.
consumptive.
Yeah. We're on the same page.
I heard you from a mile away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's. But you know, he doesn't look dead. He just looks like it's like, oh, that dude looks like he's.
Someone
seen
give that
better
guy a sandwich.
days. Right,
He needs some vitamin C.
right. He looks like he doesn't
Needs, like,
see
some
the sun
airborne-
a lot, which he doesn't. but,
Yes.
you know.
or
So
ever.
he's got like an iron deficiency.
Right.
Which is funny because that's
Because,
one of the few things he's not.
Right. It's strong iron intake.
Mhm.
No, Lucian, as he's going by, will go with you. Once you're at Death Guild, he actually like takes a seat there, and you see him like pull a little book,
Oh
and
shit!
he's like looking around, and he's writing shit in his own notebook.
If anyone asks
What
you,
things
writing
sound
poetry. So that's a good lead-in, or at least so I've heard. Some of the other gentlemen have had success with that.
No, spoken
Duly
word.
noted.
What?
He said, "Duly noted," and
Yeah.
you see you hear him throughout the evening,
Breaks
like
it down
say that a little bit. And then when people are like, "Oh, do you want to read?" and it's like, "No, it's not ready yet."
He's good. He's good. He knows what he's doing. I approve. Smart one, yes.
Good
You
job.
had too smart.
Don't let him pass you.
He will learn my ways.
She's actually put her hair up for once. But still, the one's flopped.
Are you okay?
It's hot. Or at least I think it is. People look
Yep.
sweaty.
It's gross.
That's because they won't stop dancing.
I give him on a call.
All right.
What has he
Those
found?
3 dudes, they just keep dancing all night. The rest of them not so sweaty.
You want to know what our current preliminary findings are?
Still,
Yes,
her wolf
please.
on those. So it's like
Well,
if you were.
nothing too concrete so far.
Things are conflicting there. It's like
though-
girls with scarves with shorts.
Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't
We-
not wear it because that's the look. So
We were contacted
But
by
that's pretty
somebody that claimed he was one of yours, and so we've been contributing with him. He helped release some of the wiretapping data.
Casey.
Yes, I believe that's the gentleman's name.
Good.
We have nothing concrete so far, although we have a very high number of blacklisted calls going
I
out
know you hear me. Kat.
outside of this region that have been monitored. Nothing about their content yet.
as heck. Yeah.
The calls were placed from within the estate of the gentleman that I believe goes by the name of the Maestro. That is very distasteful choice of a name, if you ask me.
I agree.
What blacklist calls came out of there?
We're working currently at figuring out what the calls might be. There is a high number of them. We can't quite trace where they're going to yet, but it's definitely outside of this area. And according to your friend, someone is going through a whole lot of trouble to conceal, trace that these
Asian,
these
right?
contacts were made.
Vietnamese, yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if you're calling old world.
All right.
I'm not
I'm
quite.
wondering if this is.
I'm
actually
not quite sure of the
Everything's in
particulars.
Potentially. Yeah.
Well, if I'm using my terminology correctly,
your
a MacGuffin is
Friend
whoever
talks
the,
of
whoever the head is in this.
proxies. I'm not quite sure I care about the particulars. But as far as we know, it's suspicious enough to pursue as a lead.
I think we might need to pay him a visit then.
Stop telling people that. Wait, who's this?
This is my guy.
There's your guy?
These are my pockets.
You're not even there.
Stop telling people that. Remember, you're the one on the top. Supposedly, right? He
Yeah.
does not rank you. You outrank him, right?
I outrank him.
Stop telling subordinate shit they don't need to know.
I'm gonna bring him with me.
Well, he'll find out what he needs to find out.
Oh my
Then.
god.
Come on, bro.
You run your little people the way you run your little
Oh, I'm
people.
meta hard right now. You.
I'll run.
Technically, she outranks you.
I'll run my clan the way I want to run my
I
clan.
let her
Thanks.
outrank me. I'll let you know. You want to get into this? Let's get in.
The moment,
Marcus is crying.
yes. You get a phone
Sniffly
call.
blood tears.
You get a
They're
phone call
fighting.
that just sobs.
They're not even in the same room, and they're in the same building, the same part
Right.
of the city. And
Suddenly,
they're fighting.
Suddenly, Marcus feels very.
If I asked the
he's out at the work.
logic, I technically outrank all of
Well, by
but-
Sedite logic,
yeah, we
I
rank-
rank all of you.
Each of us outranks the
You
other.
pick
one.
up your phone and it's nothing but
Yeah,
hiccuping,
that's
sobbing. And then you said,
Calm down. Go eat somebody.
Don't tell him to eat out his problems. We're going to rampage.
But it seems to work for most of your employees.
That's different type of
That's
people. It's entirely different. They're not getting any sustenance out of that whatsoever.
Whatever.
And the moment court is established,
Yeah,
dysfunction settles in.
Shit. You flipped it off over there.
What just happened?
Something flipped the fuck off of her finger, I think. It spun up and away and now into the universe.
What was it?
Oh.
Oh.
Pencil.
Oh,
it's dead to me.
Sweet. Scavenge it.
It's not that to me.
It's like somebody threw away like a perfectly good sandwich. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh, look, you know, it's in two halves. They didn't eat the half. I can eat the whole of the half. It's,
I mean, it's still in the wrapper. It's
exactly.
fine.
Yeah. Just because it came out of the garbage can.
On
It was
the top
in
of
the,
the
yeah, exactly. Didn't even touch the rest of the garbage. Might as well have been on a table.
Oh
Shut up.
man. I have.
So
You have hobo chain?
Yeah.
should we
Sorry.
pursue
I wanna meta some more.
this line of investigation? Do you want us to act? What would you like us to do?
keep a perimeter around him.
Should we just go on terrorizing everybody?
All right.
Like, it's really.
See who's
I
coming
don't
and
know why
going.
you're looking at me. I'm not even really paying attention to what's happening.
You're one of my skirmishes.
Oh, I meant. Oh, you're.
Let me know
in-game
who's
right
coming
now.
and going.
I'm asking Megan
Thank you.
about the game,
Absolutely.
Oh,
whether or not our character should pursue this line.
I don't know.
What do you think,
they're
Sally?
talking about.
What line?
We're talking
Whether we
about
should just badger everybody.
how else. Are
But we already know that he's up to something, and we don't like him.
I don't know though. Like that's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
well, she knows that she doesn't like him.
That's what I said. Well, yeah, no, none of us like him. But,
I can go
but,
talk to the Red Queen.
but that's what I
Hang out with
said.
her lion.
Yeah, we know why you want to go there. You want to get shit done. You're like, what'd you do, Griggy? That was cat. That was Lark's cat. We are
I would
friends.
wait till after I did my duty, and then I would go hang out with her.
For like
I feel
2
like the whole
days.
time you'd be like, "So what are you?"
How did you get cat? Can you get others?
What is its
How
name?
do they like vans?
I'm like trying to talk to her, and like Peter's like lying against the lion, just being like, "Oh yeah," just nuzzling, and it's fur. I'm just like,
Right. And his tidy
And
white.
just in the
Yeah.
cardigan,
Just in his
And
tidy
also-
white.
Yes.
He's
Fred
just like-
Eagle.
He still has his socks on.
With that music from the Kung Fury trailer playing.
But the whiteys are kind of dingy.
It's like the
they don't match.
80s.
The
No.
mismatched socks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the 80s white socks that as kids we used to call like turbo socks because they had the stripes at the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah. No, one of them's a black crew sock, and the other one's like the tennis shoe with the little stripes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. Yes. So, but that's what I was telling her, that he seems way too much like a red herring. Or do we just want to roll in there and be like, what the fuck? Or are we trying to collect evidence?
We found every fucking red herring. We might as well just start popping them off, so there's no more red herrings left.
Should we meet? Should we like talk about this actually?
Well, that's why I
in-game?
didn't tell him to go in, just
Okay.
to keep a perimeter and keep an eye.
Okay.
Calm one's dick,
So far-
please.
I know we haven't actually done anything yet.
Yeah.
So far, only Amaris is privy to that information.
All right.
Amar's the only one that knows this conversation.
Well, no,
Casey knows
we
the
st-
conversation.
We still, we still all don't like him, so this is definitely not.
I feel like the Maestro and the Red Queen are people that we have to handle in some way. Either
All right.
Like, I don't have any red flags about the Red Queen. Like, I know there's some love with her.
Which makes me nervous because
Like-
she's like, oh, the puppet, blah, blah, blah. And we're
Well,
like, no, that's
the other
bullshit.
way
we
we
don't
can
want
do
that.
it is to set up some sort of situation where each of them
That's a
would
lovely
respond and then
When they actually
gauge
clink
their
together, it's a nice
response.
tone.
If we don't want to just be like, hey, right in the face.
Sometimes at work, I just sit and
And wind
Jingle
chime.
him.
yeah.
You look so hoity when you do that. I hate you just a little bit. Sorry.
But
Yes.
that was only out of
Yes.
character.
Hold
'cause
on.
I'm not even there.
No, I know.
Nobody's here.
These are all thoughts we've had.
But I'm saying like
Now,
if
who's got voices?
All
we
right.
don't just directly. Oh wait, go ahead.
So, Aman, keep a perimeter, keep an eye, see what you can find out about these calls. Do not move in.
Some little
All right.
kid was at
Report
the
back.
last night,
Should we
and she's
record
the
all the
daughter
comings and
of,
goings?
Yes,
two of the
please.
People who are part of the crew, so she was there helping. She had the volunteer show. It's adorable, but they're surly.
The hail set.
So she's-
Done.
she's-
Okay.
She's a hell of a little firecracker. And so someone was all like, I was like, I'm her second best friend, apparently. I got demoted. Blah, blah, blah. And someone was like, the first is the voices in her head. What?
I'm just waiting for you.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so each of you gets a really nice, fancy, like, embossed
Why was I invited?
gold
I
and
like being
red, black invitation to her grand opening coming Saturday.
With little faux rubies
Yes,
emblazoned on them.
yes, just
Not fake plastic ones, but
with
like
cut glass.
cut glass.
That
There you
shit,
go.
Yeah.
that shit is delivered to
Swarovski
you by
crystals.
courier.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like just like personally handed to you. But in the inside of each of yours is a "we need to talk," like handwritten by her.
Like right now, but
Yes.
like I look
Yeah.
around waiting for Casey to call or something. I'm
A
like,
little disconcerting for Bert and Grigia because you're still at Death Guild when those couriers track you down.
It's
Oh.
interesting.
Lucian is actually
she knows I'm a death guild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I know where-
You know where I am.
but I had to track her down.
Lucian is just like raising an eyebrow a little bit and
What just
I am
happened?
here every week.
Here.
This is here. Hold on to this.
It's
It
like
might
when people
start
call you at the
conversation.
bar to find where you are.
Yeah,
Is Norm there?
yeah. I text Amaris right now.
I don't even text. I just grab
Preferably.
my peeps and roll out
All right.
towards
Stardust.
Okay, do you put that in?
Yeah.
No. Okay, then I'm.
Are you full?
I believe I'm fine.
Okay, grab your shit. Let's go. Griggy, shall we?
No.
All right. Wait, how did I
did you
get here?
Did I take the bus today?
Right? Did we take me?
I mean,
Did I
This
did I
is-
walk? How did I? Well, I'm sure we would have walked because that's how we get around the city
Right.
because it's the stylish thing to do because
This is,
I don't give a fuck and I'm like I got
when
plenty
you're
of time.
truly elegant.
Yes. Walk. Yeah. Huh?
Mhm.
No. Yeah. Huh?
This is where we play the cliche subplot that Bert has amnesia and he blacks out
It's-
sometimes.
Although it is quicker
He's
to
actually a
walk at this,
vampire werewolf.
it is quicker to walk at this hour than take the 2 transfers to get there.
Yeah.
So see, I'm like, did you bring the van?
No.
Mind if we roll?
No.
All right, get in the van.
Get into chopper.
Reasonable enough offer, I suppose.
It's a pretty sweet van.
The shag is the best spot.
I'm pretty sure
Don't
69
touch,
like
don't
that
touch the
shag.
minigun. She's very partial to it. It has a name. Uncle Jesse.
Apparently it has a sister.
Interesting.
If it's an uncle. It has to have some sort of sibling.
I will find it.
Wasn't he
He's
his
dead,
brother,
though.
right?
No, he's his. Jesse is Danny's dead wife's brother.
Yeah.
It's his brother-in-law.
Gotcha.
So he's their actual uncle,
Yeah.
whereas Uncle Joey is just Danny's best friend.
Uh-huh.
Which
Yeah.
is why one lives in the basement and the other one lives in the attic. I don't know if that's why, but one lives in the basement.
That
one
does
lives in
seem
the attic.
that actually not. That's
Yep.
I'm willing to accept that. That's
Sure,
all
why
right.
not? So yeah,
In this
sort of
random
ranking
San
going on
Francisco
here.
house that has a basement.
Right?
In San Francisco.
Yeah. Cool. So we
just
roll
used
off to
it
the
to
Stardust.
Mars is set up in the back room with
Ben.
Tom and Ben, Tabby.
The place is swank, Ben. Very good.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
This thing would be great. Look at that
How-
plush carpet.
How do you accept the hipsters? How's they okay?
Man, I'm okay with them. I'm not sure they're okay with everything, but you know.
That's their problem.
They keep asking for Pabst. I'm like, that stuff is crap. I'm not serving that.
Oh,
Right?
it is crap.
Paps? What?
Yeah,
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, of
That's
course.
when you want to get drunk on $10.
It's like, no, we only serve American beer.
Pabst is American.
Yes, but Ben does not know that.
Yeah.
He's from another time.
He's never updated.
He's never looked at the box
Right?
or the can
Yeah.
or where Milwaukee is.
He doesn't go out a lot.
He doesn't get out much. Cool. So
He kind of can't.
oh my god. Okay, so we
He's
get the
been,
back.
he's been living in this pocket that has been the same for like 40 years.
It's glorious, and we love him for it. So we roll up into the back. So who got hit this time?
No one yet, but apparently
Marcus rolls out.
So wait,
I was like,
which of us got there first? I left as soon as I got it, but
Yeah,
I don't
so
know how
you got
close
there
I am
first.
compared to.
Well, we probably took a moment to walk back
Yeah.
to the van because
Oh,
she probably
they
hadn't paid for
they
parking.
walked to the van and then
Okay,
so
then I'm
you
there.
rolled out
Yeah, no,
first.
we're
Then you
Like,
guys, then Marcus
like,
last.
down the block and around the corner.
Right, then I'm there.
You're not at the
I'm there
Costco?
with
Not outside the
68
Costco or in the
now.
Costco. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no,
All right.
you gotta pay for that. You don't pay for that shit.
Iria rolls out,
Well, they found a spot on the
Yeah,
street.
flanked by her
Yeah, we're like
two-
back-
There's a couple.
Behind where all those taco trucks are.
Nice.
I see you got your invitation.
Sometimes
Yes,
you get a little
thank
picky
you
for some
very
Mexican,
much for
and
the
yeah.
invitation. I'm
As long as
certain
it's
to
greasy,
be
it's
attentive.
fine.
Certainly. And if you need any help with your upcoming birthday,
Oh, okay.
let me know.
You notice
Yes.
Amaris and
Vampires and
Area that
birthday.
with Amaris's generous contributions,
I was just wondering, is it her
Um,
birthday or her birthday?
Ben had like a mini
Because
bar
some do.
installed.
Some
In the
celebrate
back,
that.
there's like
sort of a
plush
macabre.
carpet, like
you
a
know, it's the same.
shag everywhere.
That's what he likes.
I've
But
lost count, I
there's,
don't
you
care
know,
anymore.
there's a mini bar.
At least
with,
it's
like,
clean.
You know,
Besides, what do you
yeah,
get you?
so it's starting to look like
Like a
an actual
nice
room.
swanky
It
place.
looks straight out of like 77, but you know it
There's a lot of brown,
Yeah.
There's a
avocado.
there's a
Like-
burnt orange.
And
A
of all the
mustard
things that have
yellow.
been invented,
Yeah.
like, since she's been turned,
As long as it's
or at least
clean.
since she came
It is
stateside,
absolutely clean.
That's all I need.
like, why can't I taste things? All I want is ice cream cake. We didn't have that. Fucking Russia.
No.
Yeah.
Or when I was in prison in Alamut, and then I showed up in America, it was like ice cream cake.
The fuck is that?
Wait, you might remember this.
Stout.
What does food? Yeah, it doesn't
It's
taste.
like-
It's
or,
ash.
Grigia
Turns
just
to
like
Yeah.
well, if you
Grigia
try
just
and
like
ingest
binged
it, right?
on
You can still taste it. Though,
ice
right?
cream
Well,
cake for a few days.
if you
and
have the
barfed
thing
ash
where you
for
can
like a
still
straight
eat-
week.
Yeah, like
That means it goes in without turning into ash immediately, and it,
yeah.
And
So
and when
stored.
you have the you can still kind of taste it in a way, like you can hold it down.
It's just not appetizing.
no.
It's,
It's
kind of
never
dull. It's just like how my music and
it's never
the other game was
fulfilling.
kind
Like
of-
even if you can taste it,
Never
like
as
it
good as
never
the
feels
film.
like like this is so enjoyable.
Yeah.
it's like having Sullivan.
Unless you have what
Yes.
Robina
Yeah,
had,
unless you
because
have
she
the-
still enjoyed the
Because
flavor.
you're Anne Rice vampires, you get angst about the fact that you can't have ice cream cake. It's just like I cannot
Okay.
taste chocolate anymore. This existence is miserable.
Basically.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
And then everyone looks at Robina. All the candy, all the time.
I'm just okay. Like
Until you have to
eating
puke back up.
Ruben is like experience.
I just ash every
Make
now
sure
and then.
yeah.
I don't need any food. I just stare at
She
her.
just does this very dainty, like, this cloud.
She's so cute when she does that.
It's like smoking,
We
but
have
like
to dust all the time. Obnoxious.
I just happily does.
Right.
Oh, I'm doing things for Ruben.
You have the equivalent of your spittoon,
Yeah.
which is just like a very like ornate urn, just like cuff your ash in there.
people are like, you got a lot of
You actually have an urn.
Right.
for bodies.
Wow. Is there more in there than last time we were here? Oh no.
Right. It's like somebody carries the urn and it's like,
You have
Jesus
a
Christ,
special
how big
deal
was
with
this
somebody who
dude?
works
This,
like
this
in
thing is like filled to the
Get
brim.
a constant stream of new urns and so on.
That one was when I tried that new candy,
Right.
and this one was the old candy.
It's like, servant, go empty the ashtray outside and just dump it out the back door.
You'll never have to worry about ice over walkways.
Nope.
You just travel, like so we're gonna travel all over the world just to get different flavors of candy.
When she's not checking in on
I
her
had a customer
relatives.
gave me weird German candy the other day.
She's part of that like
I
that
got
snack
Dutch
box
candy.
that sends
Oh,
you
yes. I
random
was
candy.
ringing her up and she was
Yeah.
like, here, do you
Oh,
want
she
some
loves
candy?
that
And
stuff.
I was like,
Is there a pen involved?
I was like, what kind? She's like, I don't know. It's weird German butterscotch. And I was like,
Those
okay.
things are potentially enjoyable. Let's do
And
this.
I ate it. It was all right. It was more coffee flavored than
Mhm.
butterscotch. It was like somewhere in between the two.
Yeah.
But it was all right. And I mean, the candy was like yay big. Like it was tiny. So
Got some very tasty Dutch candy.
Mm.
One of my team members is Dutch. So she went back home and she was like, here, have sweets.
Oh, yes, please.
And I was like, ah,
Wait a
that's really
minute, did I
fantastic.
get to taste some of that?
Nope.
What?
Shut that shit down.
We ate that at work.
Had to
Come
be
on.
there.
Ooh,
Not
I
even
protest.
Not even the interns got any. You think they
Nope.
got any?
Fine, just have your candy. I don't care.
Well, next time you show up, you can. I have a box of truffles in my desk right now.
Mm.
Someone's got to make an office visit.
Mhm.
All right.
Mhm.
I'm sure you get plenty of stuff at the meetups.
I probably do, but I actually think I spend more than I get.
No. It's dumb being a good
She's
host.
she's
Yes.
a sugar mommy.
I'm a sugar mommy.
Yes.
I didn't say any of this just in case some of you were watching.
Did you change it from on purpose, or were you?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right. Was that sure?
Absolutely.
All right.
Nice.
Let's call it duck a duck here.
All right. What
All right.
happened?
So
What's
we're
this
waiting for you
burnt-
people.
What's this burnt orange
Oh,
mini bar?
Oh, so the back of the Starlight is
Yeah.
starting to look pretty swanky. There's
Oh.
plush carpet. There's a mini bar right now. There's beer on tap.
You're not
There.
going to use this as a secondary office, are you? Like a secondary place of business?
no.
She doesn't like it
I
because
don't
it looks
quite
straight
like how
out of
my
70s.
clothes sink into this shag. It makes me feel awkward.
I don't like these egg-shaped chairs.
Yeah.
They make me uncomfortable.
It's shag carpet.
Yeah.
These nest,
It's ruining my
these
aesthetic.
fucking nest couches.
None
I
of this
can't
is
get out of them
none of this is my taste. I'm
without
doing it
them
for
doing
him.
the without them doing the drop bowl thing.
Bridget shows up and she's like, very nice.
Yeah.
I saw
I like what you've done with the place.
I thought this was.
Oh, thank you.
I thought
Thank
this
you.
was over. Okay. All right. That's okay.
He's getting a new apartment. All the lights are getting updated. That
Yeah.
mirror floor.
The card tables have been replaced.
I just
Though you still see them like folded and up against the wall.
Well, at least they're nice ones. Oh no,
Yes.
the old ones are
The
still
old
there.
ones are still there.
Just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're all like bowed. You know, like you see like the bowed table from like too many years of use.
Man, did he take this with him from his apartment or something?
Does he have? Wait, no. Has someone put in you? Has someone put in like the modesty like separator so that it's just like that partition?
Yep.
And then you have to walk around it, and you're like, oh, chairs. Okay.
that's a thing.
Yeah. I would completely.
So yeah,
accept it.
it's shaping up. There's still stuff like it's still sparsely furnished, but there's still
It's getting there.
I feel like if I come here often enough, I'm gonna have this urge to dress in colors that don't entirely clash with the setting. Because I'm just like,
You start pulling out your chocolate coat.
yeah. You see me come in with like a color palette, going, Let me make sure
this work. I'm gonna fucking make this work.
Martha's like, I will never look like any of this.
So Ben is there.
I'm going with complimentary. I'm not wearing mustard yellow or anything close to that.
Marcus is the last to roll in.
Oh, wonderful, Marcus. You heard.
Are you done crying?
Yes.
Why was he crying?
Totally.
Is there something you need to know
Totally
about?
nosebleed.
Right.
So good.
I learned it from watching you. I'm not crying.
God.
Who did I yell at earlier?
You're not crying?
Oh no, I learned it from watching. We were playing WoW. We got the old band back together, so we were. But we're all playing like slightly different roles because Nap used to tank, I used to DPS, and Ricky used to heal. And so now I'm tanking, and his brother's healing. So it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I learned it from watching you. They're like, oh, son of a bitch. I'm like, how's it feel? How's it feel? It was great, actually. We were like, pull more, go for it. Nap died so many times, but it was so fun. He didn't give a fuck.
Mine is the window. Here's the picture.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's starting to look like this.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Let me see that.
Oh.
There's enough cream that I can work it. I can work a color that I would be okay with.
That the walls are pretty much painted with that pattern. Like at first, when you first step in, it looked like, is that
Like
eggs?
halved hard-boiled eggs?
Right? It's just like
Extra Greek
Why
chocolate.
do I want
orange.
deviled
Yeah,
eggs?
good.
Do you want deviled eggs? I
Nice.
really want deviled eggs. I don't know.
I've never had the whole mix.
Everything is brown and orange and cream.
It's people. It's for people who don't give up halfway through and just make egg salad.
Deviled eggs are for patient
Creamy
people.
and
Right.
chocolate.
That room looks like a bunch of Reese's Pieces, which I am totally
Okay,
with.
yeah, that's all right.
It
Do you want Reese's
reminds-
Pieces all of a
it
sudden?
reminds me.
It's for the non-lazy people that just like boil eggs and then look at them and it's like, fuck it, boiled eggs.
Right?
Start eating them.
Yeah. Anyway,
Amara says, I was never given candy. I
wow,
wasn't,
sucks to be you.
I wasn't raised that way.
Yeah, I can't believe neither of us are.
There's like that uncomfortable silence after that.
You were all deprived.
Greg didn't experience candy until she started going on jobs.
I had
as,
chocolates
like a teenager.
And
Right.
servants.
It's
This was the
fucking
best.
Like,
I had servants, but not chocolate.
Yes,
that
they had
Eastern
chocolates and hot
bloc.
candies
Just like,
and
Can
Well,
we
it's
get down to
puddings.
business, perhaps?
Alligator eggs. Crocodile eggs, actually.
Yeah,
it's like, I'll always remember 87 because I saw Scorpions in concert. And it
No,
was the
lots
first
of
rock
honey.
band I ever saw.
Who was this? Or just,
it was
random?
John.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, nice.
So,
Really?
I've been in contact with my eyes about town. And
Satong. Ooh, that's a cool name. They should call themselves that.
I don't know if they have the serpent tongue. I'm sure they do.
I'm sure all of them are honeyed as their words.
That's neither here nor there. Intelligence has led us to a maestro making a lot of blacklist calls out of our area.
Yes, him again.
I just don't like him. I'm ready to,
Yeah, none of us like him.
I'm just ready to get rid of him.
Don't like him at all. Okay, so on what grounds?
I don't like the cruelty he hangs off.
What how? Okay, so before us, half of the city was in his camp or in the Red Queen's camp, and then we managed to procure enough heavy hitters that we managed to come on top. So, yeah, amazing.
Well, I don't suggest that we just barrel in today and off him like we did the last time.
Well,
can do
I think if we
Wistful
are,
smile.
I think if we are making these decisions, that is the way we must proceed. Because if every night we hesitate, we give them more time and they can get ahead of us. And whoever this is,
We're trying to see where the calls are going.
mm-hmm.
First off, that's what we need to know.
I imagine he still has many contacts in Asia.
Lucian is just taking notes the whole way through. Like he's sitting like a little bit to the side.
I hear the pencil scratch, and I'm just like,
"What's that back?"
Oh, it's pretty much bullet points as what is discussed here. I'm trying to get a handle on things. Here, he just hands you like the notes.
He wrote in my accent. Very good.
It doesn't show on Aria's face. She actually really agrees. She's
like, oh, good. A stenographer.
She's really okay with this.
I admit a big part of it is very selfish. We've been on the run ever since I've gone into this life. So the more I know about the current situation, the way you operate in this court, the more I can blend in. So
I'm sorry you have to learn from us.
there's
He's that example.
Yeah, Talbot. Do you remember this show as a home improvement?
No, please.
I don't consider myself terrible in the slightest.
I love home
Right.
improvement.
Yeah, do you fucking around? Go see distraction. Yeah.
you hear from behind the curtain Ben yell, "Fuck yeah, 2 times!"
Yeah, but
Tabitha gets out and she's like rubbing Mars' shoulders, like, "Mistress, please don't worry. It'll be fine."
oh my god. We're terrible.
Yep.
This is why we are a bad example.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things. Also,
wait, Lucian doesn't look phased.
Yeah. Well, he was raised into,
Ridiculous.
vampireness by
those two.
by Rhoda and
Like
Constantine. So it was just like
everything about everything. So it's
just
This is
at least they're happy looking,
right. These people are actually having conversations that don't constitute of
Stop that.
one
Don't
person
do that.
talking, the
Don't
other
like
person
that.
grunting, and it's like it's great. It's like actual human interaction.
they're
What?
talking, they're speaking with
It may
words.
seem like chaos, but there are moments of great brilliance with all of these people.
I
Thank
would
you.
not think anything else. You have been chosen. As far as I know, you also have my teacher's approval. So, yeah, I meant what I said. I am at your disposition.
That's what I keep telling people.
Leaving that subject, we have eyes and ears on the maestro to see what's happening. Secondly, Lucian, I would like to introduce you to Thomas. Thomas Lucian.
He
That's a Bert.
he steps up and like he extends a hand. Like they shake hands. Like both of them look kind of like greetings.
Both of you have some very inner knowledge of what we're trying to fight.
Is that so?
Yes.
Mm.
I hope you two will make wonderful friends on Thomas's downtime.
Like I keep him busy with other shit.
Oh, we have a party planning. There is very busyness happening. But for today,
Thomas actually
Oh, excuse me.
he sits back down, but before he does, like he actually pulls out his pocket watch and kind of shows it to Lucian. It has like a Siamese symbol like engraved on the back. At which point Lucian like very clearly raises an eyebrow and just like scans across the room and is just all right.
More bullets.
Well,
all the bullets.
I'm sure we'll have very
He has.
interesting conversations.
He does have key
Yes.
information about.
Apparently, he's very gifted in given discipline.
I feel that you can exchange very useful information about what has been going on
Tom
with Giovanni.
Tom almost looks to speak up, then he looks at Amaris and sees the daggers, and then he sits back down.
actually, no, she's sort of like, go ahead,
Oh, for real?
please.
Well, and he's like, he sits back up and he's wearing his shirt. Yeah, so I was working for these guys for quite some time. I mean, they had me use my craft, which I guess is a little bit gross for most people, even me. Like first things first. Like I was not,
Thomas.
It's kind of weird, right? Like yeah. So I helped participate in designing these weapons, so I think I can help. Let's back down.
We let him live. So far, we have not forgotten it.
No, he has been quite a help. Smile.
It's an interesting menagerie that you managed to build. But again, the more viewpoints you bring in, the more chances you have at understanding the enemy, and that's the key to winning this war.
Exactly.
The Giovanni have been very conscious of that fact when they tried to eliminate most of our people. They succeeded to a great degree. In some of their aspects, they've failed miserably, and we're all the poorer for it. We can talk about the topic more. I believe you may have an interest in that. Have you ever heard of the Harbingers of Skulls?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Vamp's mystical powers or subject
Vamp
authority?
supply.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 2, 3,
Difficulty 8.
Okay.
Send the message.
All right. So. Oh, ew. Okay. So
Your
so
vampire specialty.
so far,
counts.
1, 2, 3, 4.
4? Yes.
Yeah, those 10s. That's what's
I
up.
have. Actually, because you knew Clan Cappadocian like before, this is Connect Studies. It's very almost apocryphal knowledge because the Cappadocians are supposed to be dead. Supposed being the key word. Harbinger of Skulls. Basically, the Giovannis thought would just eradicate those after they diablered Cappadocius, and they thought they were going to be done with it. Unfortunately, the clan they were trying to eradicate were a clan that was studying death in all of its aspects. So it's not that easy to kill.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of elder Cappadocians actually stood beyond the veil for several centuries and managed to harbor a very strong anger at the fate they've had. And they've started to resurface in the recent years. They call themselves the Harbingers of Skulls. And they're now very vengeful. They're no longer Cappadocians. They're pretty much just pissed off elder vampires. They're like,
Nice.
Giovanni, you murdered us. Camarilla, you didn't back us. So now we're pissed off at everybody and anybody. Some people know the name but don't know the connection with the Cappadocians. Like they don't know where they're from. You're just like, oh my god, these weird elders just came back from beyond the veil and now they're just pissed off at everything. But you have made the connection because you have studied some pretty, I would say, heretical texts.
Oh yeah, no, I've picked up a couple things along the way, especially since the Father House in Vienna has much better books than a lot of other people.
Yes. So when he mentions the name, you know what he's talking about.
Oh yeah,
They're no longer friends, even though they are kinsmen.
And share similar.
Yes.
Yeah. Sliding into Grigia. Share similar pursuits, but no, can't do it. So you're no longer aligned with them so much, though.
I don't believe they're aligned with anybody anymore.
Right. Okay.
So yes, the Giovanni have tried to suppress information as best as they can, but I am pretty much a constant reminder that they have failed. My very existence proved that fact.
All right then. We'll keep that in mind.
It just sits back down. Please don't let me sidetrack this meeting. I don't mean to
Well, not without
take us up to the
90s sitcom references. No.
sides.
All right, cool. So we're waiting to see what comes out of the maestro. Oh, right.
Yes, and Joseph is still watching the Red Queen,
Yeah, because that's what we told him to do.
and we haven't heard anything back from her yet.
Not yet.
I feel like of the two of them, the Maestro is probably the one that has.
They did what?
Well, because, like, after we got crowned, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
he acted like he was like, oh, fine. But then it was like in the direction of where he went that the bullshit started popping up with the monster mutant people.
Really? I
Yeah.
forgot that.
Yeah, we got. Oh, I don't know if I have those notes anymore. But
Mhm.
he left and went back to like his.
Yep, he left the courthouse and then popped up like not long after.
Yeah.
Mm.
So.
Well, we don't know very much except that they've been having or receiving or taking or both blacklist calls. So unless we're acting on that assumption, and it does not seem we are, we just continue to wait.
Well, because Casey's working on it, right? Figuring out where those calls are going.
Yeah, Casey and my boys are working on that. They're keeping a detailed. They're keeping a register of who comes and goes for the next few days. I'm tired of red herrings. And everyone's pointing fingers at everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it's just easier to get them all in one place, confront them, get rid of them, find the one that is the true culprit.
What's early gathering besides Maestro?
Well, apparently Red Queen has been too quiet.
That is my inclination. That's it. If there's nothing there, there's probably something there, and if we don't know what it is, then the sort
Hiding
of
things in plain sight.
If we knew that she was, we know that she is duplicitous and was forthright in so much, and so we know she is not dumb.
No.
She is also Malkavian.
Yeah. But
Yes.
Maestro is Tordor, and we have no idea what his affliction is. For many of them flaunt it.
Quite. And he's just
Also, I don't like the count.
Yeah, we don't like it.
No,
Yeah, no, we all agree.
he's shady, secretive, and volatile.
It's small.
Yes.
I respect him.
None of which is a good combination. Who else is on our red herring list?
Besides those two.
I mean, we killed everybody else.
We don't know where they are if they are on the list.
Because there's
What
that
about
one,
who
the
they are?
Giovanni guy, but we don't know where he is.
What about Santa Cruz?
What is his freaking name again?
They're cool.
Richard?
Okay.
There's the Malkavians. They're odd. They're good people.
The guy that was funding everybody.
If we wish to
Yeah.
go visit, there might be. Yeah, no, we know who that is, but we don't have no
Yes.
idea where he is, who he is.
That's what he said.
Camarelli.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Robert, Richard,
Ricardo.
Ricardo? Okay, I'm going with Dick and Bob.
Wait, he sounds like Sombra.
No, he's Giovanni.
Oh, he's
Giovanni.
Giovanni. Yeah. Right, because that's the cult. Gotcha.
No, Dorsey was the Lasombra.
Right, and we handled him.
Yes.
Mhm.
And we blowed him up. Or
He
whatever it is
He,
we did.
he blew himself.
We
Yeah, he blew himself up.
Yeah, we generally are blowing things up. So.
Yeah.
What if we set the Maestro and the Red Queen to help us find them, who the bull is, and then watch what they do with that?
I say, instead of asking them to help us, leak to the other that the other knows they're doing something wrong.
It's like
Set them against
police
each other.
interrogation. You tell the one that the other person already gave them up.
Exactly.
And then they confess everything. Or
Attack each other.
I don't know.
They seem underground enough that they would just go for each other's throats.
That puts out information that we are purposefully
Starting fights.
Which I don't know if that's exactly how the court wants to start its new
I
night.
feel that if we did tell them to help us, but made it a bit of a competition to see who got there first, and thus show their loyalty to us, we might.
Granting them a pardon.
We may not
can't pardon
actually.
them. We haven't done anything.
We might not actually do anything like that, but they
Well,
are
not pardon,
they
freedom.
feel they may feel free to think that we will do so.
True.
It's an opportunity.
Promise
for
them secrets, but really there's nothing.
It's an opportunity for them to clear any doubts about their
Loyalty.
that they might think we have.
I like it.
Friends close, enemies closer.
Quite. There's you for a second.
Suddenly it got tense just a little bit.
Right.
Tabitha goes, oh, that muscle.
Right. I guess somebody's pouring beer from behind that bar.
Yeah, but
Fat. Oh, what are we doing? I'm sorry. When did Giovanni eat Cappadocious?
It was well.
Okay, if you don't remember,
I want to say
because that's what I was looking at. Because
it's a couple of 2-3 centuries ago. Something like that.
No,
it's a couple of centuries.
no,
ago.
because in their clan description it says no one's seen him in 400 years.
Right.
So I'm like, 1000 is Dark Ages.
Mm-hmm.
So 19 minus 4 is 1400. So it happened at some point, super early Renaissance, super late Dark Ages.
Okay.
And so that's why I was looking in the like the history lesson in the back to see if there's a mention of it. And they were like, yeah, there's
The carpet's not interesting.
they were like
apparently it is.
when Giovanni first took over,
Mm-hmm.
all the vampire clans were like, fuck you, you're a dumbass. No, we're going to murder you all for murdering people back.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally they contacted the Camarilla. It was after the forming of the Camarilla.
Yes.
They're like, we won't participate in the jihad if you let us be. And so that's why I'm like, when did that happen? So Bert, no, they would have been around when Bert was embraced because he was embraced in the late 17. Yeah.
Okay.
So they would have been a clan by then. But anyway, yeah, stuff.
So the thought that was happening
Mm-hmm.
was that we sort of make it a competition for them to prove to us their loyalty and how much they want to be.
How do we enact this?
I'm just,
How do we go about that?
We're in the
So-
process
That's
of
what we're
forming
doing.
a plan. Bert, if you had been present.
Well, Bert offers his services once more of his unique talents. Do we want to collect info on them and or
We already are.
well,
I'm
certain
assuming.
info I might have from themselves. So if I can get a hold of some of their blood, which I have ways of doing, I might be able to track back on some of them, or maybe even make them uncomfortable. I don't know. Maybe it's not all that useful.
Well, the idea is for them to ask both of them to bring information that can help us catch this mole, whoever has been causing all the trouble that we've had in the court to begin with. Either they do this and show themselves loyal, or they don't,
So we
or
go,
give us false information, which we can then follow up and find out that they're not loyal to us.
so we go to each of them individually and be like, hey, we need your help
Yeah.
because you're also a power in this area. We need to find this thing by the end of the week because every time we've been at it, it's been ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
So we give them that honest information,
Yes.
and we just omit the fact that we're telling the other.
Yeah, we're telling
And
the other.
if they find out, then what everything we said was true. We're just putting everyone we have on to get on top.
On
of it.
tap, yeah.
Okay. 1444.
That's
is
more
when
than
they
a couple
enacted
sections.
the when Cappadocia's got eaten.
Okay.
Was 1444, and the peace treaty was formalized in 1528.
Gotcha.
When there were still some Cappadocian stragglers by then, but they had killed enough of them that they had managed to establish themselves as the dominant clan.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Fascinating. Sorry. I'll probably read all that again. So yeah, that sounds like the plan. I guess we should talk to people tonight then to get things moving.
What time is it about now?
Probably barely midnight.
Yeah, it's
it's
a
pretty
little
early.
bit before midnight. It's actually like 11:20 something.
Shall we break in two and go half and half and tell them at the same time?
Who gets the grace of Her Highness?
I think that I shouldn't see either of them.
Ooh, smart.
I will go to the Red Queen.
Of course you will.
I would rather go there than where the tournament is.
No, there I'd be more useful.
Marcus is sort of looking around, not sure where he
I could
should
take
be.
Mags with me.
Should we have should we have Her Highness on like video chat, some such? Because she is unable to attend in person, but would like to be present for this sort of thing, and that way you can get both sides at the same time.
I trust your abilities to
Okay.
report to me
All right.
what you find.
All right.
I'll go Maestro. My men are already there.
I'll go Red Queen, and then that way we can send Mags' muscle with you, and then I'm going to end up taking. Oh God, that's creepy.
I saw it was like somebody at the door. I was like, what?
It's my phone again being weird. Don't worry. It says a lot of weird
Okay,
things.
murdered.
Since I have my new charge, you can take Marcus, and that way we've got
Three.
sneaky or creepy, we've got sneaky or burly, and then talkers. So, and then
Okay.
Maestro gets the seneschal, and Red Queen gets the wizened old wizard. So
Sheriff.
The wizened old wizard.
yeah,
Okay.
it kind of balances. I like it. Okay,
The wonderful wizard of San Francisco.
of the city. It's kind of the Emerald City. It's kind of Oz. It's all right. Not
You guys
as
are making it
much as
You
as,
do have
Seattle,
to
but
go across the Golden Gate Bridge.
you do have to walk an orange
Yeah,
thing. Anyway,
it's a thing.
odd. Okay.
Okay, team.
Nope, don't work.
No.
Okay. So if y'all put your hands in the same break, yeah.
No.
You are all no fun.
Marcus.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
it's also fun.
Marcus.
Computer puts it in.
Yeah.
You actually see her sweating.
I'm like, yeah, no. All of a sudden, we're like,
Although if
As
she
of
swipes her-
last time, Bert, you
she swipes her hair,
I'm
then
picking
she
up, I'm
like
like,
shoves her hair
it's
in front
here.
of her
It's
eye.
here.
it's here.
Because this eye has a scar.
I turn on
it.
I turn on
This eye is, like,
magic
white.
sense. I'm looking all
That's charming.
There's not, I
That's-
mean,
Hair.
Bert looks like he just caught like a wind up his spine or something.
yes.
Because his eyes glow a little bit.
Yeah, he's looking around. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing.
I glare at Griggy out of the side of my eye.
What are you looking for?
Oh, I sensed energies or something.
At-
None of them malicious so far as I can tell.
when you mentioned that, like you see Lucian kind of like drop his pen and kind of tap his glasses.
No?
Picks his pen back up.
You don't sense
There
anything?
was fun. Don't worry about it.
Frodo's brow. Where?
I can sense
There
the
was a bee.
ghostly presences.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah.
nothing of the sort. unless it's a particularly faint spirit. It happens sometimes that souls are tied in the most.
Can she hear you talking about this?
Yes.
She's just like.
Sometimes it happens.
I was a ghost.
he's like, faint. I'm downright obnoxious.
Right. He's now standing like on a chair, like close to Lucian, with like his time in one hand.
Oh no! I thought he like
How's
with
that?
a sheet.
With the sheet.
Yeah.
With his cardigan pulled over his head.
Oh,
Yeah, I was like, you can't just manifest a sheet.
No.
It looks the same.
He has the cardigan over his head, and he's like, has this time it spills.
Boogie, 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 boogie.
I wonder what sound Russian people think ghosts make. It's probably similar. I think everyone does.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The haunted, the
Just
howl.
because of the moan and the sound of the wind.
Yeah.
Because, you know, ancient people were superstitious as shit. It's like, yeah, wind howling. It's like, ghosts! Oh, we're gonna get murdered in our beds.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta light the candle and say the thing 3 times or whatever the fuck.
Quick, put a line of salt around the house.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's roll out and charge these people with their charges, if
68
you will.
leans over and he's like, where do?
We will go back to. I'll go back home, I suppose. We are just going to wait for them to do what they are doing, and probably report tomorrow, since I don't want to keep you out too late on this.
Thank you.
Of course.
So then he leans back up and then he nods towards 69. He pops a stick of gum, puts on his sunglasses, and heads outside. Yeah!
You have it so hard for 69.
I do.
I wonder if he's secretly getting bored.
Right?
He has more things to shoot.
Shit has been going on for the past couple of days. What is
you
going
went through type
on?
magic, right?
Not in a while.
Setite rituals.
Yeah. Some
That's
bullshit
fine.
right there. Asimite? You want to be magic? I let you look through it, right?
Yeah, but she's not a zero
Oh,
or
Mars
No,
has her
yeah.
own kind of
sorcerer.
magic.
She's just a warrior.
All right.
Want me to work my magic?
She did not train in the dark
That sounds more like
arts.
Ben's magic.
Bum, bum, bum.
You almost clubbed yourself in the face with some sort of projectile. I don't know what it was.
It was the thing. The book hit it and it went floop. It's gone now.
We were taking out the trash at work earlier today. We have, we put everything in these plastic bins and we dump them over in the dumpster. And we were putting out the recycling, and there was like a Starbucks cup
Mm-hmm.
in one of the bins. And somehow, through magic, it like hit something in the bin, bounced out, smacked me in the boob, and then fell on the ground. And I was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "They didn't write a name on it. Those dicks. I want to know whose cup this is because they
That's
assaulted me."
Yeah.
Right.
Proxy molestation.
Right.
How dare they?
Whose hands secondhand touch my booty?
Right.
Right.
Move their cup.
What is it? What is my detect magic spell?
But that's a cantrip.
Should have that
I was
already.
gonna ask Lucius and be
Is
like,
your
or Luciano.
Luciano? That's a cantrip.
I know, right? I was gonna ask Luciano if he knew how to do that, if I could teach him, but I'm like, find the goddamn spell. Bullshit. Anyway,
So I suppose we'll meet here again tomorrow.
I could make a gargoyle if we have a human sacrifice.
Yes.
All right. Then.
Just as a
Good
heads up.
luck,
Yes.
and I
You
will
can't
hear
make
from you tomorrow.
gargoyles.
That
Which
is
might
literally something you could do.
Yeah.
I would not suggest it.
It might make Marcus and or Joseph a little uncomfortable.
Well, I would need a lot of blood from Tom, and I would need a lot of blood from Joseph or Marcus. And a little, no, it would make him uncomfortable.
Yes, just because of the implications. All right, so with a slight screech, your car is back out front.
Yeah, well, I say my goodbyes and head back to my base.
Right. Flanked by 68, you get escorted to the car, and you drive on home. That leaves the rest of you.
I guess we help pilot Vanya and
Ben pops back in. Is there anything you need from me?
no, you're good.
No, you've
Ben.
been a lovely host. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Well,
fantastic.
I don't need to do anything. That's easy.
You keep being groovy, bro.
You do you.
I don't think I can be anything else.
That's why I would like him. Go the fuck away.
Poor Ben.
No, that's totally not in character. I mean, in character for me, but not in character. Anyway,
It's in character for Tony.
yeah, that's totally that's all Tony, baby. Yeah. All right, so who gets there first, or who do we want to interact with first?
I swing home to drop Thomas off.
Okay.
He's not coming on the field trip. Sorry.
Lucian is asking who should be riding with Marcus.
Oh, he's in the van with me.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's in the van with me because we're heading over to see the Red Queen and her giant fucking cat.
So I guess it's gonna be them first.
All right, let's do it.
Yes. So you go home. So you arrive there first.
Mm-hmm.
The place is still
I
just
apparently
as
also pick up Mags.
ridiculous as the last time you were in there.
Mags is Mag will
Yep.
probably meet you there or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mags was actually not at this meeting. But once
Oh, Amaris is aware.
yes, you send her a text, I assume, on the way there, and she does respond. Went to the same bar as last night. Dude came back with reinforcement. They're nursing their injuries out back right now.
No.
Where should I meet you?
Don't forget the oi.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if she
Where should I meet
texts. She
She
texts
probably
Oi.
does.
It probably
I
does.
totally think she texts oi.
It's probably how like every one of her texts starts like, "Oi,
Yeah.
I
Right.
was at that bar last night."
Yeah. Hey.
Yep.
Yo.
Lets her know to meet her at the Maestro's, and then lets her people know that she's coming, that the both of them are coming by.
All right. So you guys roll out. The place is just as ridiculous as it was the last time you went in there. It seems to be like constant chaos party town in there. There's some like mortals passed out like out front in the lawn. You can see that there's like from the window in there, like there's a honest to goodness like magician inside, like doing fucking tricks. Like there's people that slouch over the couch.
Depends on how good he is.
You know, it's like Vegas magician dude.
He's all right.
He's an illusionist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Illusions, Michael. Tricks would always do for money.
Oh my.
That's a great line. I love it.
Yep. You roll in there, and again, it's just like as way too extravagant and obnoxious as it was last time. There's like you get into the entry hall, you don't even get stopped. Like there's no real, or at least that you can see, there's no real security stopping you. Like you get in there, you kind of get over dude that's passed out in the entrance hall. And just inside, it's just like so flamboyant everywhere. There's a couple of jugglers like at the foot of the stairs. So from memory, you managed to head back to where you think the Red Queen's office was, because nobody is talking to you. Like nobody's even paying attention to the fact that all three of you just rolled in. There's just like a bunch of people in there.
Well, I think we head back that way, and then if no one intercepts us, when we get back to where we think the hallway was, I think we'll grab someone and be like, "We wish to talk with the mistress of the house."
Yes.
Because I know where this is going. This is going to turn into some.
You grab another one of the people that look like their house staff. You actually recall, they're wearing like almost like a ringmaster coat, like Sergeant Pepper coats, and way too tight pants There's like leaves absolutely nothing to the imagination. It's like, I know your dick, bro, and I haven't seen it naked yet, but I still know it. Pick it up in a lineup. So when you accost him, he actually does stop and kind of formally takes a step back. Yeah. Yes. Is there anything you might need?
Maestro's a Toreador?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, reading up on the Path of Ecstasy.
Oh.
Well,
Members of this path often especially despise kindred of the clan Toreador and take every chance to humiliate and distress them.
Oh,
You
great.
guys just sent me into an awesome den.
Nice.
Glad we sent you. Well, have fun with that. So I go, yeah, we wish to speak with the mistress of the house. We are business associates, and there have been some developments we need to discuss with her.
you see him like kind of pause for a second. He looks at you, and then he pauses for a moment. And he's like, yeah, "Oh yes, right this way. What this way, please?" And he just like kind of hurries up along the hall. You see him like brush what looks like a shoe that was like in the corridor, like just away into one of the doors. And he just like keeps walking on by, and then takes you to a set of double doors, and then he props one open and just calls out, "Mistress, a couple of representatives of the court here to see you." And he steps right outside and just, please come in.
I stroll on in, expecting anything and everything.
Anything and everything.
I'm expecting topless people with
Bats hanging from the
no. I
ceiling.
expect sledding chest first down a hill.
Oh, there's
Sexy Rasputin.
right, sexy. Sexy
I'm ready
Rasputin.
for it. People dangling
No,
from
it's-
things. Yeah.
It's a den of there is topless people in there. There's some heavy makeout happening in one of the corners. You're not sure. It might escalate to boning at some point.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's
You might want to ease up on the notes on that one.
no, he hasn't pulled out.
Furious.
At this point, it's just like this is the third book since we passed the door.
The door. Since we walked in this place, I'm gonna need more moleskins. Shit.
He's just looking around. Looks very dispassionate. Like it doesn't look like anything is shocking him.
Taking his fancy.
Yeah, he's just very much meticulously looking. But there's people passed out. There's people sitting everywhere. There's people drinking. I'm pretty sure there's some heavy drug use going on. There's the very ornate throne that you saw last time. Lady that he knows, the Red Queen, is gonna just like all drape on it with her off, and she's petting that big colored lion. He's just like curled up right there, like all pacified.
Do we
She's, like,
see
stroking.
anyone else of note?
Not really.
Oh, good.
You
She doesn't
don't-
continue to hold court.
No,
Outside
you
of-
don't
okay.
see nobody you recognize. If you do you have a way to send supernatural beings? Or?
Nothing immediate. Actually, even I found the detect magic. It's a 5-minute ritual, and I require a candle. So that kind of wreck on.
You have to want it.
Yeah, I have to be paying attention for it. So, no, just our normal. I mean, I might have aspects on, but or I might have the first dot activated. But
And are you thinking of rolling area on Skype? Is that your
No,
plan?
I had said
she
that
said no.
before.
She declined.
Okay.
I just think that would be kind of awkward to have that going on.
Lucian
I want it to be
is-
as natural feeling as possible. And like I gotta trust my peoples.
Actually, no.
So-
Yeah, keep taking notes. It's okay. Yeah.
As you tell him that,
Yeah, and then
he pulls out the little and then
yeah,
starts
keep
scribbling.
taking the notes. It's good.
If you look at him doing that, like he writes incredibly fast. Like he's not taking like
Short notes. They're
shorthand
full.
notes. They're full detail notes. He just writes really fast.
Cool. So it's me, Griggy,
Yep.
Luciano, and who else did I get?
I think it's you three.
No, Marcus went with
Marcus.
And,
The other
right.
group is going to be Marcus,
Right.
Mags, and Amaris.
We divided this poorly.
Oi!
I think it's all right. I think it works. I think it's all right.
You sent two really volatile people.
And Marcus.
And Marcus.
Yeah, but I think
And you were really volatile.
Well, I know Marcus will make it out okay, so that's all right.
Yeah.
As well, the team's ninja.
Yeah.
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 2 firecrackers. And a
You got the
ninja.
barbarians in a robe.
That's exactly what it is.
We have a
Wizard, a
wizard.
ranger, and another wizard. So we're both sets are kind of bummed. It's okay. Split the
Well,
party.
Double wizard.
fortunately, you have a tanking wizard somehow.
Yeah.
That's
no,
nice.
Yeah, you
I
have
got-
you
I
have
got
buff
melee.
wizard.
It's cool. Yeah. I got it.
Like from my picture,
I need a
like,
couple rounds to buff, but once we
Bert-
get there,
Bert is the
More
wizard
like a
that casts
cleric then?
fists. From my,
I
from
cast
my,
this repeatedly.
from my even has a mustache.
Yep.
It's the perfect.
I love it.
It's Tensor's transformation.
Yes.
So what?
Should have said that with
What?
a list.
So
Oh boy.
Tensor's transformation.
I don't even need to teach. I don't even need you to teach me
No, I know.
magic because I can just know it.
Yeah.
So it's Path of Corruption,
Ooh.
but that's technically a discipline,
No.
or is it a path?
Thaumaturgy is a discipline, and within that you choose a path.
I know, but then I'd have to
It's like
give
a
up my
school of magic.
ecstasy.
There you go.
Oh.
That's Bert, muscle wizard.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. This is good. All right. Well, don't give up your character just for shiny spells.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
I made my character for shiny spells, so
Well, you can't start out
Know
with
that there's
this.
like
You
a
have to get it
skull
later.
inside.
You
the
can't have it at
explosion.
generation.
oh sure.
You have to decide to have it later.
Well, I don't know if the powers that you've witnessed are enough to convince you that you might want some of your own, because
No,
I think you seem pretty solid on her. So yes, we stroll up.
When she finally notices you see this big like, oh hi, and he's like waving up there. She's not getting up, but she's still drunk.
I slow wave back. It's cool, and we stroll up. And so, how many steps? Is it a dais? What is it?
Yeah, it's kind of like a dais. There's about it's a little higher than a dais, about 8 steps up.
Technically, you don't even have to care about this. Just walk straight up there.
Right.
Up to the day.
Yeah, she's still kind of.
There are people draped about.
Yes, there are
Please
people
don't mind all
draped
my
about in
outfits.
various states of undress.
Okay, yeah.
Some of them wearing what you assume are carnival masks.
Yeah. So we
Very little else.
we stroll over, stepping over, and I think the less formal the approach, the more comfortable I am just walking right up to the throne.
Sure.
So I think we get all the way up next to her.
As you approach,
Okay.
she does kind of right herself more in the chair. Like she's not sitting any properly still. Like she's still kind of
Yeah.
hunched into it.
I look
but
around
she's-
for a cushion or a stool or something errant,
Sure.
or
You
even
find that.
someone unconscious to just sort of ease them out onto the floor. I'm like,
There's
yeah,
plenty
get
of
cozy,
that.
yeah.
There's cushions. There's little stools. There's little chairs. You see one of them that strikes your fancy. It's almost like a little Roman stool.
oh yeah,
with the,
yeah. Drag that over, and I sort of lean over, and I'm like,
Bridget feels weird because there's nothing for her to lean against.
except the throne.
Yeah, so she's just like.
You can lean against Bert.
Right. She's like, Lucian, stand still. Leaning against him while he's taking notes.
Bert's sitting there like, yeah. I will whisper the words into your ear, Your Highness. Sort of worm tonguing it over here. It's good. I go, sorry to disrupt your reveries this evening.
No, not at all. I'm so glad to see you guys. It feels like it's been a while since I've seen you last.
Yeah. We are glad that you are doing whatever this is as usual.
It's
good.
business as usual. Home must go on.
Good. Speaking of which,
What can I do for you?
we are tasking our heaviest hitters in the area to assist us with restabilizing the city.
Right. Like those.
Things.
Yeah. No, I heard about those.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Roll me perception. Alertness.
Yeah. Start picking up on all that because Bert does not. Well, you know what would
Perception plus alertness?
Yep. Difficulty 7.
I've got perception plus subterfuge half truths. So, you know, bullshitter.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
All right.
Difficulty 7.
7.
1, 2.
2. Okay. You're not sure you get the full number, but there's definitely some people in that group are looking at you guys. Like they look like they're doing other shit, but they're looking at you guys. You're not sure they're anything super dangerous,
But they're watching you.
you get the feeling that there's security, right?
So I've got 4 successes. So I'm pretty, and then 1 auto success for half truths. But I'm pretty much picking up the same stuff.
Yes.
That some people are not as goofy as they
Some
appear.
people, you know, like some dudes just drape like over sofas, but they're fully alert that to what is happening. You're not, again, same as Grigia, you're not sure any of them are a super huge threat. You know, there's not like a kung fu werewolf in there, but you know, you're like,
that'd be kind of rad though. I'd be okay with that.
right? Just crash it.
Can we just talk? Can we just chat? let us, as they say, rap a bit.
Yeah.
So
nunchucks.
put the nunchucks away. We'll talk. So yeah, and then from her, actually, was also what I was looking to get. If she's being herself, or is she being herself in that she's being flighty, or is she being herself in that she actually might have some info that she's not sharing?
How many successes do you get?
I had 4, 5 if
4.
you incorporate half truths.
She was fully aware of the situation.
Okay.
But she's not. You get the sense from what she's saying and the
She's just
inflection
keeping up the
she's
facade.
using. It's like, yeah, no, I heard about that, but you know, she's keeping up with it. Like she's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
knows what you're talking about.
Well, so to the point, we now have half leads, and before we execute upon any of them, we were wondering if our allies in the area could assist us in giving us more information that we might not have access to. I know this is a little heavier than things you were probably planning this evening, but time is of the essence, especially considering we don't know if those beasts will be put loose again soon.
Okay, so you want me to help with that?
We would be very grateful if that was the
When
case.
do you need that to happen?
Well, as soon as possible, for, as we said, we don't know when those beasts will be unleashed again, and I'm sure they are not good for your business. They're definitely not good for ours.
They're not good for anybody, I guess.
Yeah.
How's tomorrow night sound?
Fantastic.
All right. That sounds great. Sounds exciting, actually, because we haven't been doing stuff in forever. You hear that? And it's like, you hear that, It's like various levels of excitement across the room.
Yeah.
If you or your agent could drag yourselves away to the Starlight tomorrow evening, that is where we will be collecting some information.
All right. That sounds like a plan. I'm excited now.
That's good.
Sounds great. We'll be
fantastic.
planning this tonight. Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you are set to the task, and I will leave you to that since the night is a bit waning. But yeah, you will have a few hours. Let's see. Let's say 10:30 tomorrow night. It's the
Sounds like a
Starlight.
plan.
I will have
Count
someone
me
there.
in. I'll be there.
Have your agent tell Ben that just as they want to talk to Bert, and they will get the information along.
Okay. All right. I'll pass that.
Sounds fantastic.
Hey, give me paper in here. I'm gonna forget that.
That's good. That's good. Okay, then.
This is fun. This is refreshing.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
the last time we had a talk like that, I guess the roles were reversed. Funny how things turn out, right?
Oh yeah. There's always unique situations. I'm bullshit meter. You want in on this, Griggy? You might have better scope on that. What's my difficulty? 8. All right. So
1, 2.
Perception plus subterfuge.
1 or 2 if it's half truths.
Okay.
Hold on.
You just said okay. You didn't say
Okay,
yeah.
let's see. So I got 3.
You got 3.
I'm assuming yeah.
She's bitter.
There is a little level of bitterness. You sense, especially you, Grigia, more of a level of we'll see whether you guys can pull this off. Like it's more kind of like a
Well then.
maybe you know she there's some bitterness, but it's not the whole picture. It's more kind of like, we'll see if you guys are up to the task that you put yourself to.
And of course, in exchange for your services, they will be duly recognized, and they will definitely be put to the prince's attention.
That sounds fantastic. Always glad to be of service.
I do recall that previously the idea was that others wished you to be in a higher position, but from our conversation, you did not disagree with that. So keeping that in mind, we will try and accommodate that.
You got my attention.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know that there is definitely carrots and not so many sticks.
It does seem that way, doesn't it? All right.
Did you not catch that expression? What about carrots?
Carrots and sticks.
You show him the carrot and you show him the stick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that
It's like leading a donkey or something.
Like a Don
okay.
Quixote thing.
It's
Yeah.
rewards
Yeah.
and punishment.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like,
It's the balance of carrots and sticks.
is
Also, that's
this
what
a
she said.
steak joke?
But
Is it? No. This is
You can possibly no, you can't stick someone with a carrot. It's not made of wood, but it's kind of made of plant.
Well, you can
material.
sharpen
really
it enough.
sharp carrot, like an old ass carrot.
It could be petrified.
Yeah, there you go.
But doesn't it have to be wood to
It
pierce
doesn't.
the? Yeah.
But it's plant material.
Oh, see now. Oh.
And if it's
Okay, if you're
petrified,
in
doesn't it take on a
space.
wood?
You can always see the sun in space. Does
You
it?
can, yeah. You
Yeah.
can
Close
probably bullshit you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the claim to fame now? It's like a fucking stick of empire with a carrot. Left the stem on it. It was like sticking out of his chest. It was beautiful.
That's right.
It was like a fucking boutonniere.
What constitutes wooden stake? Like certain trees are not proper trees, you know. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit. Yeah, that's weird. Magic.
Yep.
Cool. So
Fucking
I go.
magnets.
Yeah.
How do they work?
So and then, of
Science!
course, before we leave, I would be remiss if I did not inquire about your pet.
Leon right here? Yeah. Say hi. And this thing just like yawns, like the biggest yawn ever. Like you
Cat
could-
yawn.
Yep. Just like you hear like the faintest like smacks his lips a little bit and just
Ricky wants to touch us.
So I imagine he is friendly enough for pets, or is that
Oh, yeah, go right ahead, knock yourself
I
out.
can't. I have the thing where like mortal things like
It's no longer mortal.
Right.
Oh, that's right. It's cool. Never mind.
Like you've played with this cat before.
It
Did
does
I?
not
Well,
because
did I last time?
Yeah.
yeah, because animals in general.
You
don't
basically
like
took a
vampires.
ride on
You-
it.
You repel them more than you
Really?
can.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You probably would have sat on it as
Yeah,
soon as
like-
we walked in.
Last time, like you took a ride on the motherfucker.
I don't remember doing
No,
that.
she's at this point. She's just like, if you something, I sleep on him sometimes.
I swear.
Sleep on him sometimes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I set up Greg here with the cat. I tell Luciano to go ahead and keep taking notes. Just don't use names or places or times.
Sure.
And then as soon as Grigia's had her fill / an hour later, we take our leave. And
this thing, Grigia, is the softest. Like the mane is just like
Sally.
oh.
It's like down.
As soon as we leave, I tell
Right.
Luciano to call you
Okay.
Yeah,
and to
I
go
just
over
wrote down that there was
what
a
happened.
line. I don't have
And then I
written down
mentioned
that I actually
potential rewards. I didn't.
There
promise
was a
anything.
lot of playing.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
I gotta
Grigia, you forget what it feels like really to really like have like a little burst of joy there. This is one of the closest time you've been to get that since you've been embraced. You almost get the little spark again. It's just like
Get a little teary-eyed,
right.
a little misty.
It's just like it fills you with the feeling of longing. This thing is just like it keeps like lunging once in a while. Like you hear kind of like a.
It's like cashmere.
And it just like kind of shifts around. Jesus, that's an eventful pee.
Something's happening.
I hate when that happens.
Oh, man, when it jumps back at you.
Right?
Ew.
Obey me.
That's weird.
I am your Lord and Master.
Oh,
You have
here
to
we
do my
go.
bidding.
How condescending am I gonna be? I can't deny what makes me happy. What would my clan think?
Right? It is. Yeah, now you have to consolidate your duty as court member and
Half a half.
setite.
Just condescending shit.
Well,
Oh, you.
Mags is not going to stop you, and Marcus will not stop you. Whether he wants to or not is not even in the equation. Like he's just not going to.
Nope.
He's going to be like,
That's happening. How fast can I get out?
without flipping any table.
Escape routes? There's a vent.
Lucian actually calls you.
Okay.
In the meantime. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. This is Lucian. I'm not sure if you had this number. I was tasked by Lord Sheriff to give you a report on current happenings. I took some notes.
Good. You seem to be very skilled at doing note taking. I would love to hear your report.
Absolutely. Well then, you hear him flip like a few pages, and then he just pretty much recounts in detail his observations, what happened. He apparently did pick up on the extra security as well. And just pretty much relates the whole conversation and what the Red Queen said. That's more or less the long and short of it.
I'll admit I was actually handling an email, so I didn't actually listen to the conversation.
Just dropping. It's my job.
I'm Mexican, I can't help it.
I'm Portuguese. I'm a Rose daughter.
So there was extra security.
Well, there were people in there that didn't look like they were security, but they were. The Red Queen agreed to.
What's that face?
What?
Come by tomorrow.
My back?
And help
Stretching.
with whatever you need doing.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, Luciano was.
Yeah, he's just
recapping.
recounting and recapping
Okay, cool.
everything that happened.
Cool.
So she said that she was going to come tomorrow to our meeting at the Starlight. Did you offer her help, or
I
does
told
she
her.
already
I
have
told her
help?
to send an agent,
Okay.
Mhm.
but if she shows up, that's cool. But I was doing my best to cover her ass in case she's
She-
duplicitous
she-
or blah, blah, and stuff.
She offered her full support.
She seemed very excited to assist and sounded like she was eager to see what we were capable of, which I'm like, fuck you, we pulled the princedom out from underneath you and murdered half the primogen already, so. Oh yeah, and we stopped fucking werewolves in Oakland, what you want, motherfucker. But,
Yes.
Anyway.
You're the brute squad.
Yeah, that was unnecessary for her to say, but if she said that to soothe her bruised ego, then
Whatever.
yeah, that's what.
We got time for ego.
People do that sometimes.
Whatever makes you happy.
got time for that.
Unless it's directly to our faces, and then we're like, what'd you fucking say?
Right?
I believe that is the full report.
It's like, you notice that
Alright.
explosions and fire follow us
Good,
wherever
thank
we
you.
Go, right?
Or precede us. Either way.
Yeah.
Either
Generates
mutants, fire, explosions, or sometimes all three.
We are the four horsemen.
Yeah, no, you are. There's just more
Death, famine, pestilence, death.
more death.
So wait, the last part that I need to remember is there's
I'm
a
more
part
deaf.
about possibly
I'm
offering
extra
some
deaf.
sort of
I guess I would be.
higher
You
position,
deaf?
Yeah,
but
but
not.
Bird kind of mirrored
No, I would
that
be
little
deaf
she
also.
proved.
Well, we
She was
all are
trusted.
I know,
dead, but I mean, you're the one that makes people choke on their own blood and stuff.
Yeah,
I guess.
because yours is blood disease stuff, whereas mine is blood.
Blood in
Mine's-
general.
Mine sucks blood, so I guess I would be more famine because I can like remove it or deteriorate it.
Right.
I just
You
cut people
corrupt it and
down.
boil it.
Well, I don't.
Oh,
I can make. Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess because I can
mhm.
poison
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
So I guess I have pestilence.
Yeah.
I just cut shit down.
It's like war, pestilence, famine, ass kicking, death.
Ass kicking death.
Yep.
Or
It's like 5
good
or-
omens. Pestilence had to retire because the vaccines got invented, so they had pollution instead.
Like Captain Planet.
Yeah.
He's a hero.
Oh god. Yeah, he's not doing so well on his job.
No.
Pollution is not down to zero.
Our mom dated a guy who was like Captain Planet.
Was he blue?
No, but like,
Who, black?
That super
No.
square cut hair.
oh, I have a picture.
Oh.
I'm gonna show you.
Right.
Like, she was already dating. Well, I didn't know what they were
Did
dating.
he have the mullet?
But
All right. So the print got update 1.
Yes.
Let's hear what happens to Metro.
All right. So Mags meets you at your place. You hear her chopper like all the way out front coming in.
I don't take Dorian or Tabby in
All right.
because I
Just
don't.
the
I don't.
three of you guys.
I don't want to have to spend an extra eye
So
watching.
how are you rolling out there?
Just walking like that on the face. I am
You're
here.
like back home being all super nervous now because you're out without them.
Well, they're in the car.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like I don't. I usually would take them in with me.
All right. So Mags and Marcus actually
like-
roll out on their bikes because Mags will not be convinced to sit in your car.
No.
And Marcus like, I can take my bike.
So we say he has the Mohawk helmet, yeah?
You say he has a helmet. I think he's got the one with like the top knot ponytail, but that's just me. The
I said
braids.
something about that, and you are like, horsehair, blah, 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 and you are like, that's dumb. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, the mohawk is the horsehair.
Anyway,
So it's like a scrub brush.
okay. Yeah, it does. I love it.
Anyway,
So you roll out to his
to the
place
maestros
again
and just
in the financial district.
yeah.
There is actually
Wow, that
security
dude's
there. There's
wild.
actually an actual
I don't know what to.
gate.
Okay.
You roll at the gate, and in the other.
I mean, he's just great to look at.
Oh, it
He's
is. That's,
Captain Planet.
that's
Look at the hair.
That smile is kind of scary.
Captain Planet
that is
retired.
Captain Planet.
Look at his face. I don't know what to
They
think.
were already
He's-
like going out when that show started.
He's
I
still
was like,
Planet.
I'm
He's been-
still
That's
not
me, I was like-
convinced that he's not actually.
I was like
blue.
5 years old.
That
being
skin
like-
looks airbrushed.
Wow.
It's like, Mom, Pix. His name is Pix, by the way. Pix. That was his name.
Like Pixie. But
Is
just
it
picks.
short for something?
No, that was just his
Just
name.
picks.
Like
Yeah, hippie parents or what?
Pix Perry. That was
like
his
somebody like sending a text that says "send pics," like that.
Well,
He
how old
shows
he
up.
is? It was well
Guys.
before that.
Yeah.
So
Guys, ready to jam?
somebody called like denim on denim.
So, I looked at a denim jacket the other day.
It is.
Had it in my hand.
Did you look for matching pants?
No.
Okay, then you're all
He's
right.
not Canadian. All right.
You didn't allow near enough heart on that. That scares me, John.
I know.
no.
I know.
With a blue button-down shirt. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep, button all the way up.
Oh,
No tie.
No tie.
oh God.
Last button buttoned.
All right, so they roll up to
Yeah.
the
So they get stopped. You get stopped at the little gate. Yeah, the security guard asks you. The moment you speak up, though, the gate almost open, almost defies the mechanism.
Yeah.
So you roll out.
I think they were
One-
a moment too late on the plate, so the maker models like, oh, that's her.
Oh shit.
Open it. We're all dead.
Well, it's Amaris.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Right.
We're all boned, one way or the other.
Probably not gonna enjoy it.
We're either gonna take it up the ass or take it up the ass.
Please.
One
Like the good way.
Were you talking to the shadow man?
Both will
I learned some things.
She knows the shadow man. Don't let her in. Turn off the light.
She owns the shadow
She
man.
employs the shadow man.
Tell her I'm not home. Turn off the lights.
Oh shit.
That makes,
Way more inviting.
that makes it worse.
Wait, no, it creates more shadows. You just turn on all the lights. Like a fucking bonfire.
All right. Oh.
There it is.
Swallow him.
So the gate opens. One armored car followed by two motorcycle rolls
One
in.
run roaring and one wearing.
Right.
One armored stretch
Completely
limo.
mismatched because
That's right.
Mags.
The
You know,
weirdest,
Marcus is all leaning forward.
the
Mags
coolest
is leaning
motorcade.
back. You know,
Yeah.
she has Mags gives no fucks. Like she has like a big, like almost like a saddlebag on the side. You clearly see like her shotgun poking out of there. Like, she's just like carrying it out.
Gives no shit.
No shit's given.
No
Yep.
at all.
So you roll out front. The doors are open for you almost immediately. You
Just
almost barely have time to step out of the car. The doors are open.
Walk right in like I own the place.
This way, ma'am. Goons are ushering.
Does Marcus follow or because Max follows?
Yeah, oh, Mags is rolling in like unless you tell her not
No.
to. She has her shotgun over the shoulder. She's walking in.
Does Marcus take a walk?
Marcus follows unless you tell him not to.
Nope. Come on in.
He leaves his helmet with the bike and just rolls
I've
in.
got my entourage.
Yep. So you roll in flanked by your two bike people. You get ushered in.
All the leather.
Yes. You get taken to a different room than you were in last time.
Well,
Last
Marcus
time,
doesn't do leather. He does the spine jacket.
yeah,
He's got all that fiberglass on there.
that's right.
Not fiberglass, carbon. What?
Carbon fiber.
Yeah.
I think it's carbon.
No, it's like that, but
It's something similar.
So anyway, I get taken into a room that's not the usual room,
Yep.
or not the other room.
This one looks more like a little salon. We tempted to call it like a boudoir. It's you know,
Well then,
get a little couch, little table,
yeah.
expensive booze in there. Not really like a lot in terms
Mastro's
of.
boudoir.
not the
Books.
dining room.
Sounds weird.
There's a fireplace, not lit, of course, but you know it's in there, probably just for show.
It's pretty.
Yeah. So once you step in, Maestro's in there, sitting in a chair. He has a cup that looks like it has a red liquid in it. And behind him stands that tall biker chick that was there before. She's not openly armed. She has her arms crossed, and she's standing like right behind his seat. And the moment you step in, she's just have a seat. Right ahead.
I think Mags stands. Yeah,
Mags is standing.
Yeah, and
There's
she holds up a door. She holds up a door jam.
There is a definite exchange, even though no words are spoken.
There's electricity in
Mags
the room.
and that other, especially since Mags is wearing her cut and that chick is wearing hers too. Like there's a definite, like they look at each other and there's
There's a sizing.
it looks like they're playing a game of chicken. Like
Who's gonna look away first?
first one who puts her eyes down is the loser bitch.
Yeah.
And
And they're both smiling.
right.
That's
Big
yeah.
toothy grins.
Just that, yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
let that
Yeah.
happen.
Go right ahead.
If you look at her, she has a slight look of concern. She's not that great at hiding her
feelings.
Yeah.
Her
She
feelings.
looks kind of worn out a little bit.
What is the maestro's actual name?
Vin Tron, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't remember the last
I'm like
name.
I'm shit with these names.
Vin
I'm sure I have it
Tron.
written down. Okay, Tron.
Tron.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I didn't put a G in when I spelled it.
I think I stay standing until he stands.
He looks at you and then slowly gets to his feet.
And then I slowly sit down.
And then he sits down and
Yeah.
he stands
He
up.
actually stays standing up.
That would just be
He
so
sits-
hilarious.
Yeah.
He sits like on the armrests. Like so he's doing like the professor sitting on the corner of his desk kind
Yeah.
of seating.
The one thigh.
The one thigh lean,
Right.
The
Yeah.
one cheek lean.
Yeah.
Yep, the one
Yeah.
cheek lean.
I like that. The one cheek lean.
I'm trying to stealthily fart in front of a classroom of high schoolers.
Yeah, you might as well
Without
just step
having
out. That's good.
No, they need it.
You can't
Just let
leave,
it go.
you can't leave them alone.
I just put a big
Stealthy.
one out if I was going to do it.
Stand in front of a fan.
right,
Who don't I like today?
right. Stand in front of the fan.
Prop dust in the middle of
So
it.
it gets the effect that you
Oh
get
my
when you
God,
speak into a fan.
That was me. Alright, so Mr. Trung.
What do I owe the honor?
Wow, it's been a while since we've spoke, since I've recently come into a bit of power.
Marcus blends into that thing like
Oh, yeah,
Cuba
Marcus.
Gooding Jr.
You
from
barely
Toy
see
Story.
Marcus. Like you clearly see Mags. Mags is just like in full view. She's got the gun over when she's enjoying this shit. Marcus, a lot more subdued. There's a more shadowed corner. Marcus is in it. You see an outline, kind of.
Yeah. We missed you at celebratory drinks afterwards.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit hard to swallow. I'm sure you understand. Takes a swig from.
Oh,
I understand. Majority won. Doesn't mean it didn't sting.
I value honesty.
What else are you gonna get?
Well, actually, that's what I'm here to talk about. Someone has been very dishonest in our court.
That's so.
Yes, I would actually like to employ your help.
So what? You need extra muscle?
Not per se. As I understand, you have a large
Reach.
collection of people.
You could call it that.
Yes. And as a show of good faith and hospitality, I was wondering if I could task you with attempting to find the mole amongst us. Is that something you think you could do? Patronizing.
Yes.
Pout.
Well, my folks are not known for a lot of subtlety. But if you do need a few cages rattled, a few people scared. So they make a move. Yeah, I can do that. I suppose so.
Well, as I myself am not known for subtlety, I'm all right with this.
I mean, they'll go and showboat, and we'll beat a few dudes, and if we have to beat the truth out of some people, that's the way where I am.
How long do you suppose this interrogation would take you?
I don't know. What do we have to go by?
I was thinking tomorrow evening.
So let me get this straight. You want an answer by tomorrow morning? Tomorrow evening?
As much of an answer as you can give me.
It's still like 12:30,
right?
Yeah.
So yeah, because we're still looking at that dude's dick in his pants. In his two
my guys are good. I don't know if they're that good.
You don't think you can do it?
You see like a shift into a lady behind it. You hear mags that go in like that. They're a challenge.
Just want to see what you're capable of.
So yes. All right.
Grim.
I'll take you on.
Wonderful.
It'll be said that I'll be backing down from anybody questioning what we can do.
I'd love to see.
Well then.
Tomorrow night, the Starlight, 11 o'clock.
Okay. I'll have some form of report. I guess if I fail, you'll get to see me walk there with my tail between my legs, right?
Oh, that would be such a pity.
Takes another swig.
We sent the wrong person. The wrong or the right? The best or the worst? I'm still wondering.
He takes like one last swig. Nothing's left in the cup. He just like drops it on the little table. Yo, Vicky, get your girls ready. We got work to do.
Charming.
She
last
starts to
long.
yes. She's still staring at Mag.
Where's that line between mugging and
Right.
and keeping contact? Yeah.
She doesn't look like she wants to leave that room right now. She's like, but no questions asked. You know, she eventually breaks the stand
her
up,
leader gave a word.
turns around and gets asked.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. I was ordered.
Yeah, right.
Take
this up later. Well then,
Right.
until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stands.
We'll be little busy bees. I'll see you as the Starlight.
Until then, click, 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 click.
Say hi to Bryn for me.
Oh, gladly.
How do you up?
Yep. He gets up from his seat and just like walks and walks through the same door.
I'm not gonna see her at your funeral, so I don't have to bell her.
Right?
That was great.
Bam.
Mine was good. Mine was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Because you're like, say hi to your mother for me. I'm not gonna have to tell her because I'm not gonna be at your funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And then everybody
Yep.
blows out with the wind.
Yep. Magazine. It was great.
Great meeting.
Wasn't it? I do like you.
Not enough punching, but it was all right.
Right.
No, it was
Yeah.
good. Did you see the look on his face? Oh, Mr. Trun.
I don't know. I was half listening, but I was looking at that bitch the whole time.
Yes, I noticed. Would you like to be alone in a small room with a soft bed?
I can't tell. Maybe?
I can arrange it.
No, she wants to be alone in a small room with a baseball bat with barbed wire around it.
Right?
Yep.
But you can set that up too. So.
Exactly. Yeah, I got you. What you need? I got you. Well then, Marcus. And
yeah.
Thanks. was like, Babs? No.
That.
B? No.
Babs.
Something small. No. Plural.
Mhm.
Yes. Mags. Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
Train of thought. Well, Mags, Marcus, I shall see you tomorrow.
All right.
Have a great night and a wonderful morning's rest.
I like that our team was Grigia, Bert, and Lucian, whereas your team was Amaris, Marcus, and Mads.
Yeah.
Like,
you had like the ethnic team.
I don't know. The three of us are pretty ethnic.
It's all-
No,
it's
yeah,
all
they're-
pretty
they're-
white people. You got the old world team.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Give Ziri a call.
I pick up. I wasn't expecting to hear from you today.
Well, that was the most fun I've had in a while.
You
Last time I had that
sound,
much fun, I
Who
killed
did
a
you
bitch.
murder?
Yeah, the last time I had that much fun, I cut someone's head off.
you sound orgasmic. Who did you kill?
No one, but I made him feel stupid.
Which is almost as good.
Ah!
It's right up there.
I killed someone's ego this evening, and it was lovely.
I suppose that counts as a kill.
I think so. So tomorrow, 11 o'clock, we shall be entertaining Mr. Trung, formerly known as the Maestro, at Starlight, and he will either rise to my challenge or come with his tail between his knees.
I look forward to it then. Thank you.
Wonderful. See you in the morrow.
See you.
Amaris out.
Peace out.
Drop that phone. Let's go, Dorian. I've got some fun to have. Poor Tabby. She had a good week.
She did.
Right.
She got plenty of contact.
All right.
I know that she has her office back. Just had plenty more.
Yeah.
Okay. Any last items of business before I move on to?
I
one
let
more
Amon
item?
know what's up.
Okay. So you just call him and brief him.
Yep. Keep track.
I know that my people would contact me if they came up with anything new, right?
Yep.
Okay. So,
And a heads up to Casey as well.
All right.
I take till about 2. Right?
I've got a party to plan.
I talked some more with Luciano about does it become apparent that he knows a form of thaumaturgy, or is his basics all in discipline, or is it actually in some spellcasting?
It's mostly disciplines.
Okay.
He has a rudimentary knowledge because he knows rituals, but they're mostly based out. He's very deeply into the study of Mortis. That's his
Okay.
so he knows rituals, and so he understands how you do magic. He doesn't know a lot about the actual, he doesn't know thaumaturgy or he's aware of the practice.
I start talking with him about hedge wizardry, like the basis stuff that humans can do, and then so I'm not violating any of my edicts yet.
Sure,
but
yeah.
we're laying down a groundwork anyway.
Okay, yeah, no, he's fascinated with that.
So yeah, that's what we do for the rest of the evening.
Okay,
unless Marcus wants to come over and watch the new Game of Thrones with us.
Marcus does roll over.
All right, and then we watch.
He hasn't been
Game of
at your place.
Yeah, then we watch the Game of Thrones. It's all good. Yeah.
Have some snacks, have some guide time.
Marcus, you caught up? Or sorry, Casey. I say out loud, Casey, have you caught up yet?
You get a text that says no spoilers.
Well, then your ass better turn us off audio then, huh? All right, cool.
Okay.
I was spending probably the rest of the night just looking at
Oikos.
reactions in the mortal world, did anything else?
You start dumping it in the
happen?
tub and
Is
sitting
my
in it.
phone still blowing up with angry messages?
bad.
Is that still
No,
happening?
there,
It has
there's
to be
still,
great for your
there's still a
skin.
lot.
Jeez, you think you'd give up if
Those live
No,
vultures.
they're turning into threats at this point.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
I'm making sure to keep very careful logs about this.
Sure.
Ooh, now he's threatening a
It's
private
mostly
citizen.
it's mostly
Yeah.
text messages. There's a lot of desperation, but by and large, there's a lot of expletives. But
Very
it's
nice.
mostly like, "You bitch! I'm gonna take you down with me. You're not gonna. I know it's you."
Let's see if Her Highness offers him the carrot or the stick to use our newly learned
Yes.
Right.
euphemism.
Grigia, you roll back to your pad. You rearrange your new yogurt stack. Roll me perception plus alertness.
Man, that's always stuff that happens to her.
I don't know.
She's the one who's got invisible people living with her.
That's true.
I was like, I got a pretty heavy end of the ugly stick for a while, so
Yeah, that's also
the two of
Most
us.
of your business
What's
is good.
the
Difficulty 8.
I keep waiting for it to hit me. I'm like, fuck, I gotta
Zero.
get a new apartment.
0.
Yeah, not Bosch, just 0.
Okay. All right.
With specialties?
Yeah, do you have some-
I don't have specialties in perception or alertness. All my specialties are in
How
Movement.
much, how much alertness do you have? 3?
I have 3 of each.
Okay.
Wow.
She is much less subtle in where she is, whereas Mags has like a crew,
Yeah.
Right.
and then
Yeah.
Marcus you can't find,
Okay.
and you guys have.
So you settle up
arms.
with your stuff. Yeah, everything is just as it seemed. Roll me another one.
But I have a
Still difficult.
fightless arm. Well, no, I guess
You're at your apartment like a couple hours at that point.
Ooh. 2.
Okay.
I imagine I'm
Um,
not considered harmless anymore now that I'm the
You
sheriff.
Yeah.
you actually had
Because I thought that might be.
a couple of rolled bonuses on that
I
one.
thought that might be why I wasn't getting hit, was because I was just.
You settle down
Yeah.
at your pad. Like at first, you're just settling in, and everything is still kind of new to you, so you're not used to new surroundings yet. But as you start settling in, there's something kind of amiss. And the more you get that nagging feeling, like the more you start poking around, and it's very, very, very subtle.
Someone moved your yogurt.
To the layman's eye, nobody would notice anything.
Uh-huh.
But there's just something. It's almost like someone's been in here.
Oh, God.
Someone has been in here, and you're not sure why you're so certain about it. Like there's no particular, like, someone has been in here, and you are almost certain that somebody came out the front door.
Just the feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, right?
What?
That weird noise that happened outside when that happened?
No, something like
Oh.
The bug.
it was either like a bug or like a fuzz,
Wisp.
like went right through my field of vision.
Oh,
So I
did
was
you
like-
hear that weird scream
did.
sound?
I heard that too.
Okay, just
Mhm.
making sure that wasn't
They
just
both
me.
happened like at the same time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, more people got to be all up in my business.
Because my
Right.
business is suffering.
If you need a place to crash, you know
Yeah.
me.
No, I might
If you don't
call-
want to crash with me, I got a place for you. You're not afraid of water, so it's
I
fine.
have a higher end Asian town you can stay in.
I do like Asians.
You're
Mine are less greasy though.
It's fine.
it's
A little more salty.
and it's weird, right? Like normally you'd be like, somebody's been through my shit, but there's
Somebody read my diary.
when
And the bastard's still in my bed.
you're getting like a weird vibe about this one.
Goldilocks had a 12 gauge.
You keep focusing on the door
Mhm.
up front, like
Grumpy
it
old man.
keeps like bringing you back to that, and you almost get a feeling like when you go someplace and you smell like a smell that is familiar, and it just like gives you this weird like
Flashback.
vibe of reminiscence,
Mhm.
and you can't really place your finger on it. This is exactly the kind of vibe you're getting right now.
Oh, no. Oh.
Someone found you.
Damn.
Damn it.
That's stalking good, yeah.
Ooh, I know who's stalking you.
Mmm.
Oh.
Mmm.
Was this Assamite
We
stuff?
got someone else to
Do you-
murder.
Do anything?
Blood for the blood god.
I'll brace the corn.
Right?
He's going all horse for that.
I think.
I
all right.
get
Yeah, so go ahead, go.
I get my best guns,
Okay.
stick them in my super sweet like military duffel bag, and I go down to the van.
Go
All
sleep in the fucking van.
Okay.
And your poster, right?
Roll me Dex plus dog.
They go in, they see the
Oh,
post. They go in.
shit.
They go in, they see the posters gone. She's
why
left.
can't anything ever leave me alone?
Fudge.
What you get?
Does
Being an
my
assassin.
thing fly?
Yes.
Okay.
It
good.
does. It sure does.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
A 9. I saw 1.
7.
1, because auto success.
Okay.
1 is often enough. 1's better than botch. At least you didn't trip
Yeah.
on the dude on the stairs.
Right?
Why does the building also have a dude on the stairs?
Because I'm only like 2 buildings over.
The
cousin.
vibe doesn't really leave you, and the moment you cross the threshold of your door, you know something is really bad. Like, you get your old war feelings like just come back. Like your reflexes almost kick in automatically, and without a second thought, like you live on the second floor, right?
Mhm.
Like, so you go out and you have the railing. Immediately, without even thinking about it, you grab the railing and you just like vault over the shit and you're like dropping down. You hear this like click boom in the distance.
Uh-oh.
Sniper fire right down where you were. And
Horror.
now roll me
Damn it.
perception plus alertness.
Someone has a bullet
Actually-
with their name on it.
I will let you roll me perception plus firearms. Since sniping is one of your
You would know what type of gun you would.
yeah.
Yep.
You might even have a good idea of where it's coming from.
Yeah.
What's the
Difficulty 7.
2, 3, 4, 5?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
5.
You're almost certain you know the gun that fired this. Not just the model.
The act.
You know the
Yeah.
actual gun, and you're not liking that feeling at all.
It's exactly who you think it is.
You also know exactly where it's coming from, and
Go dark.
much to your surprise, you hear noise from there, moving away.
They were just giving you a calling card.
And you're kind of like, if this is who I think it is, there will be no noise.
Mhm.
There's something going on.
Bum, bum, bum.
Should we go after the Giovanni?
Wait, what did you say? You said it was noise, but there shouldn't
Yeah.
be noise?
Yeah.
Almost like somebody fired a shot and then is now scrambling and moving
But if
away
it's the
from that
gun
spot.
that I'm pretty sure that it is, the person who's shooting it wouldn't have made noise.
Yeah.
When they so
Yep.
something is
Here's you hear
Yes.
whoever fired that shot, and it's echoing because of the warehouses in the area.
and I'm like, they don't have a suppressor of any
Yeah.
sort on this thing. That's
Yeah.
weird on its own.
they're
and
they're moving away at full speed. It's fast as shit. Like the sound is just like moving away really far. You know pretty much from where
Sally.
they shot though.
Are you deep in thought about what's going on here?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. Why?
Okay. Oh no, I was just curious about the Giovanni again.
Oh yeah.
I might even text
Yeah, sure.
the prince and be like, "What are we? So
now
does
you're
this
next,
mean- should we
Vanya.
bring them in?
You
Should
know
we, like,
pretty much where
should we
that fire
crack
was
on
shot.
them?
You can move
I mean,
in that direction if you so choose.
We're definitely not.
Or
We're definitely
take
choosing not
whatever
to be
moves
friends with him.
I
But
do
they
think
haven't-
but I feel like we should
follow it.
all
we
right.
should handle
Roll me Dex
our
plus
more immediate
athletics.
concern, which is the Red Queen and the
Your specialty.
and Maestro. Once we know
Yeah,
what
it's
they're
crossing them
doing,
off.
Oh, it's with
Yeah.
dodge, right?
then we
It's,
can
it's for Dex.
get the court,
Okay.
the entire,
There you
like basically mobilize
That applies.
as many of the court as possible. to
Basically,
get
like how quickly you're
with the-
following the
deal with the
sound.
Giovanni
Yeah.
problem.
What's the
Well, different sect.
Difficulty
So
6
I'm
for
wondering
you.
whether or not we think
1, 2, 3, 4,
our
5.
our
Five?
official Giovanni people
You're
are associated
bolting
with this or
towards
not.
there.
Oh, and I have
because-
celerity. So
Oh, well,
also
there you
turn
go.
my
You're all
celerity
family.
on.
You're basically
They're all
like
related to
barely
each other.
touching the ground.
So you
at
mean
this
like
point.
the person that
you
I
climb
through my sire?
Yeah,
the escape
the
hatch,
same guy we gave up.
not through the stairs.
What's his name, too?
Like you're
Yeah.
basically like climbing on the railings,
Okay.
just like
So I'm like,
Spider-Man.
How much do they know?
You're on top of the
And or are
warehouse,
Part of it.
Um,
So I'm like,
and you're
Do we
running
need to lock
full
them down
on
as well?
towards what you know to be the sniping location, and you still hear in the distance like somebody's bolting, but they're,
so
they're
something to think about.
far off at this point.
Mhm.
And when you get to the sniper spot, like you see one of those big protruding like aircon like modules
Yeah.
that coming up, and behind it is a dead dude, pretty much bleeding everywhere. You don't really know the person. Looks like it was a mortal, but roll me perception plus awareness.
What is it?
Difficulty 6.
1.
1. You look at this, and this dude got butchered with a knife. You're mostly certain what kind of knife it could be. And in the blood, there's something floating. It looks like a card.
Oh jeez.
Oh yeah, Sally. Feel free to consult your center shop about
Pick
that
it up.
idea.
You
Wait, today still, right? She's probably sleeping.
you have all of,
like
of your,
this is
your
still that last evening, but
bad suspicions confirmed. There's only one symbol
I'm not
on the top of
sleeping.
this card.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I'm like, but
oh,
And
distracted,
It's a symbol of
Yeah.
the side.
detained.
God
You don't
damn
have
it,
to
I
detain.
knew
I'm
it.
in
Only
bed.
It's his signature call, and
well,
you know what
I
this
just call it
means.
sleeping because it's bad.
It
He
means
Mary doesn't
usually
do any of
leaves
those
it
things, so she's, well,
inside
it's bad
of
things.
whoever is
I heard her when
next
she
warrior.
hung up with me. I'm not gonna bother her.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Now that you've
Yeah.
seen the card, you know without a doubt he's out to get you.
God damn it.
If you do, you get like a disgruntled
This is
Tabletha,
what I
like,
get for being
she's
famous.
busy.
My sire's here to kill me.
or we kill him and then you eat him.
E-M. What gen are you?
7.
Ooh, he's really?
From
Yeah.
Oh, he's he's on my level.
Eat him.
From
Oh,
Eat him.
shit.
Eat him.
Pull up.
as you look at the card, you notice a pair of feet like standing up from leaning against like the unit, and Piotr is right there with a shot glass, and he's like, it begins, and he just downs the glass. We'll pick this back up next time.
I will note
In 3 weeks.
Stuff.
What is the time?
A year,
11:06.
Ah,
a year and a half after the start of this game, your sire enmity comes into play.
I didn't even but that's our style, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh no, we've been playing for 2 years. I should probably ask people what they want to get out of this game so we can wrap this up. All right.
XP.
We level?
Yeah, you do level. Woo! Give yourself a 6 for being thoroughly entertaining.
I'm gonna dual class.
Dual class. I'm a
think
fighter wizard.
I already have multi-class.
Right.
Gonna
I
prestige.
think I'm gonna splash rogue next.
Right.
That sounds like something I would do.
You can probably learn it from
Yeah.
Marcus.
Luciano and Marcus.
I can get my next dot and obfuscate or quietist.
Comes at a good time, don't it?
No, obfuscate is better because it means I can make all of us disappear.
5 dominate. Hello.
So now you can dominate people over the phone?
No, that's what these
So now you're the quarry of a master hunter.
Yeah, but you don't know who you know.
Nope.
Right?
You got friends.
You have no idea how much research he's done. So for all you know, he doesn't know shit about your friends.
True.
If he's half as good as he is that, he probably's done some research on us.
I mean, I don't know, because the whole reason I got turned was that as a human, I killed a werewolf he was supposed to kill.
Yep.
So,
Alright. So next time I should be able to start putting dots into ridiculous disciplines that I shouldn't know. If that's the plan. I don't know yet. I mean, I just put a dot in potence. So, I have 6 disciplines.
There it is.
Ridiculous. All right, cool. All right, then. Let's turn off the internet and say goodnight to them.
Good night, internet.
Thank you, Internet.
Do I want a 5th dot in melee?
We'll resume.
There it is.
Bye-bye.
Bye.